No. Hello, Raiden. Hello, hello. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Hello, Raiden. Hello, Rest. Hello, Yukiri. Hello, hello. When a game have a title screen that says click to start or whatever, it means it was made for mobile. Yeah, definitely, dude. You can only click on the screen on a mobile game. For real, for real. Anyways, if you have anything else very intelligent to say, make sure to tell me. Hello, Alte. Hello, Cyber. Ah yes, first load of the day takes approximately 25 minutes. I had to reboot my PC because my keyboard stopped working. Like I was going to start streaming a bit earlier than this, but like my keyboard was like, you know what, you're gonna have to reboot your PC, but we're not doing this right now. Alright. Real positive first interview. Yeah, because you come into the channel and you say some shit, dude. Like you know what, just get on my channel. I don't need you there. Did you know that the game has a mobile client? Wow, I haven't been playing this game for 7 months. Alright. I'm sad I can't see people saying things on YouTube. I mean, you can just open a YouTube tab. I mean, anyways, I banned this guy, so you won't be able to see what he said. Like, I don't know, dude. First message into the channel, 30 seconds into the stream. If it says press on the screen to start, it means the game was made for mobile. Like, brother, just get out of my fucking channel. Holy shit, I genuinely do not have any time to give to people like you. Like, go on fucking Society of Gaming channel or something like that. Like, go bother the slop people, alright? Alright, let me ping Sakura. See if we can do some content right now. Even single player games now have click to start. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, I played a couple of games before AION2 came out. Like, namely some indie platformer that is only on Steam, and it said click to start on the fucking title screen menu. I mean, whatever, man. At this point, I'm done giving the time of day to those people. Like nowadays, those type of inputs have like generic like things on them, just for the sake of, you know, not having to have a custom text depending on whatever device they import to, right? It's like how people call mobile games slop without giving a second thought. I mean, it's not even about that. It's, you know. This is not even a mobile game, dude. Like, why are we having this discussion? Anyways, found a video very informative and easy to understand. Just wanted to thank you for the videos. Path cross on the battlefield. We're happy to about that. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. That's why I make them. That it helps people. Appreciate the thoughts. I'll give Sakura a couple of minutes to answer, and if he doesn't answer, I'll just jump into a pog or something. Get going. Get that stuff going. Oh yeah, right, I have this. One day I'll get a piece of gear out of this. Oh, I'll gamble some cash runes, I'm not above it. Yes. Yeah, it's about the cash run experience. Have you cleared Kaldrix? Not yet, no. Hopefully on Sunday when we go back. But at this point, it doesn't fucking depend on me. I'm gonna be honest with you, like whether we clear or not, absolutely do not depend on me. So all I can do is do my job and pray. I do hope that we'll clear within the next few days though, because I do want to have as much time as possible to make the guide before season 4 comes out. But I have a feeling I'm probably gonna get fucked. Will get any better? I haven't been playing. On the PvP front, not so much. On the PvE front, like Sork is now the highest DPS, the highest damage DPS class, as of the last patch. Didn't expect you to see today. I mean, I did say yesterday I was going to do a late stream. Like, it's not going to be like a super long stream or anything, but yeah. Like, as I said, this weekend I'm mostly going to be streaming late because of the heat wave. So, like, basically on the day I'm just like sending crafts on this game, and then I'm just like doing something else away from my office to not fucking pass away, you know what I mean? That'd be too. All coming from friends to me, yeah, for real, for real. On the plus side, I am getting my AC on Wednesday, so hopefully it's going to be efficient enough. Are you doing hard mode Kaldrix? Not today. Today people are not available, so we're gonna go. I think we're going for like 2 hours tomorrow, and then again on Monday, but TBD. No, much health than today, yeah. Today was rough. Tomorrow's gonna be even worse. I'm playing Sork again global, was my class my 9-1, wasn't playing on Taiwan. I mean, Sork is doing alright in PvE. Obviously, it still has the downside of being frail and everything, but with all of the balance patches we are getting until season 4, I mean, at this point, it's evident stuff is going to happen. This guy's pulling the AC card with no shame. Bro. I had to sacrifice stuff to grab that AC, dude. Like, it was not an easy decision. Let me just say that. But yeah, the color I'm just messing around. Yeah. Yeah, I had to go and sell some vintage Pokemon cards from when I was a kid to afford buying the AC. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I need to stay productive during this summer. No waifu balls, so I want to buy the AC, the horror. Yeah, basically. Okay, Sakurai is not answering. You guys are interested in that? I mean, so do I. Portable AC, yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those units with, you know, with another like small external unit with like tubing that you know put through your window. One of those should be enough for my my office. I'll just jump into a group, I guess. Yeah, I do still need accessories actually, so yeah. What the fuck is this, dude? What in the world? 6666. I'm probably just going to make my group. What the fuck is this? Holy moly, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna make my own group. Whatever, man. Take my time with it. There's a lot of people who get into Sanctuary 2 over me. I mean, bro, like, as I said, genuinely, if you want to get into Sanctuary 2, you will get into Sanctuary 2. Like, we've had people get into Sanct 2 groups with fucking shitty alts. Like, you make your group early into the week, like, people are going to jump in. Like, you just put in the usual text that reassures people, like the usual Chinese shenanigans with the 184, and yeah, people join. That's fine. What in the world, brother? Yeah, no. We're gonna have to find another group. Alright. Gladiators are not hard enough to find. There we go, here's another one already. Let's gauge the quality of that one. A bit better. Still pretty dog shit though. Yeah. Get out of here. Star Dragon God in this economy is crazy. TBH. I'll run a few if you want. Yeah, sure. Just hop in. The slot is wide open. I have like, what, 15 to run? I mean, sure. Alright, sure, whatever you say. I don't know, man. That Ebony God is a little sus. I'm gonna be honest, like, I can find better. Yeah, I'm going to gatekeep. I just want to get through these. Logging? Alright. That's the guy I just kicked. That's funny. Kick me if I was a pug. I mean, you have a double horned, right? I know, weapon and guard. Like, I would keep that. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing with a Star Dragon God this day and age? You know what I mean? Hello, Mandy. I have Voodoo God Horn Web. Yeah, that's fine. As long as it's orange, it's okay. It's just that you lose way too much fucking attack if you're running a gold god. If you know what I mean. Too much ping, yeah. Ditto. Big same. Yeah, I mean, it is... I mean, it's only Saturday. Like, there should be people. I guess people really don't like Azure Breath, huh? Whatever, man. I did, as I said, though, I did take the time to make some more consumables, so... At least we are game. For Kaldrix tomorrow, hopefully. $10.5, 70% smite. Yeah, I mean, that is the status quo nowadays, basically. And those double bracelets. I mean, you don't have those, Raiden. See, that's the diff right there. Okay, this guy's fine. This guy can actually just fucking suck my nads. Yeah, like, you're not getting a pass just because you're Chanta. Fuck that. I'm just going to open to all. I will hang myself now. You just need to jump into some Sanctuary 2 pogs, man. I swear to God. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, this is... We're not doing this. Rat chanters? Yeah, nah. Like, if you're not from chat or something, like, I'm not carrying your, like, dirty ass ult. Arthur's was mad yesterday. I mean... The Kaldrix yesterday was, like, not the best showing. I'll say that. Sure, that's fine. But yeah, hopefully again within the next few days we can clear. Hopefully people lock in. Like, it's not going to take that much. Like, as I said, if we get past RGB2 10 times, we clear the fight, right? Because we have to get acclimated to the rate of the mechanics afterwards. Like, it's not even that difficult to execute or anything. It's just, you know, we just have to get used to it. It's the only mechanic that gatekeeps people. Yeah, but I mean... Honestly, I honestly don't get why. Oh, I'm out of scrolls. FFXD, dude. Let me just buy some of those. Yeah, I did craft everything. Sense. But I don't really understand like how this is gatekeeping people. Like, because generally, like, is this mechanic like harder than most mechanics in this game? Yeah. It's not a very difficult mechanic though. Like, it's very straightforward. Like, you do have to get the hang of it, but I mean 25 hours in, like, you should have the fucking hang of it, if we're gonna be honest. So yeah, again, I don't exactly know what's going on, but you know. Chinese voice, interesting. Also, I don't have Earth Punishment socketed. I guess I'll fix that after this. It's annoying to be perfect doing it. I mean, it's obviously like frustrating to basically be at the mercy of the rest of the group to be doing it. But it's just like part of being a raid, you know what I mean? Like, it's just... it's pretty normal for a raid to be doing stuff like that. But yeah. That many hours to be consistent? I mean, it doesn't require that many hours to be consistent. Like... again, it's a very straightforward mechanic, and the thing is, right, RGB2, here's the thing, right, RGB2, there's only 4 people that are required to do anything even remotely difficult. The other 4 are doing the same thing as on the first mechanic, right? So it's only 4 people that need to do something slightly more difficult. And even then, it's not that difficult, bro. Like, again, I don't want to rag on, right? I don't want to like bring this over and over, but bro, I'm playing a class that doesn't have a parry with 200 ping under 40-degree heat while talking to my chat, and I'm never failing it. So like, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but genuinely, like, yeah. Is it the same thing as Cannon Gate Balls 2, except you don't match the colors, you have to beat the color like Pokemon? I mean, it's functioning the same thing, right? After this many hours, it's kind of concerning, yeah. And thanks for the photo Bampit. Appreciate it. But I need to stop forgetting to suck at Earth Punishment, whatever, man. Go on another level? I honestly don't think so. I mean, again, like, I've been saying this, but when I'm streaming this game, I am not playing at my 100%, bro. Like, you need to understand, I'm looking at chat more than I'm looking at the fucking video game when I'm streaming this game, right? And that includes Kaldrix. Hexing Rush, Kanjal G2 is easier. I mean, I haven't done it, so I don't know. Is the growth support right now? Can I juice or just wait for the one on Season 4 to dabble a little bit in-game? I mean... I'm going to assume it's going to be, like, both are going to remain available. I mean, I don't know, right? Maybe it's just going to replace it. But either way, if you're already playing, you can just grab the one right now and then also grab the one in Season 4. So, honestly, yeah, just send it. And, like, if you've been playing for... if you've been playing for less than a month, like, you will be able to grab both anyways, so yeah. I don't have the 1 kuna to buy the damn pass. Yeah, you need to have the sub to be able to grab it. Because you need to be able to sell some currency on the auction house to get the kuna. That is the thing. And I'm assuming that the growth pass is probably going to be the same. Like, the reason why they did that is because they didn't want to give free shit to bots, basically. Like, you should, unfortunately, yeah, I mean... again, like... I don't want to put the blame on anyone, and fuck, I don't even know exactly who's the problem right now, because as I said, the way I'm solving the mechanic, I'm not looking in the direction where the problem is happening, right? But my god, man. 25 hours. What was the stupidest play you could even meet? Nah, bruh. Trust me. I've played MMOs with some dumb fucks in my days. Like, trust me, you are underselling yourself. Yeah, this shit has voice acting. It's just not voice acted in English for some reason. That's crazy. It's crazy that they voice acted Kaldrix, but not this. Like, bro, I swear to God, they fucking forgot about this dungeon. Mostly bad, like, bad intrusive thoughts. Well, there's that, right? Good, fuck this dungeon, man. I think they also didn't voice act Hall of Illusion. Or did they? No, I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure like none of this is voice acting in English. Always greed. It's not even greed, bro. There's nothing to greed. The boss doesn't take damage during this phase. Like, that's the funny part. Genuinely, like, during RGB, the only thing you're looking out for is matching the color and dodging the AoE on the ground. That's it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, bro, like, you guys are here. Like, I'm literally like in the middle of this. And thanks for the follow, Zagari. Like, in the middle of the fucking mechanic, like, we are discussing the implications of Kaldrix being voice acted by a dude in Chinese, but a woman in English, right? Like, we are discussing Kaldrix's gender mid-mechanic. And still doing it perfectly, and then meanwhile the rest of the group just fucking just blows shit up 24/7. I don't understand what's going on. Hello, Cerulean. We all just aren't good at mechanics. I mean, I guess, right? But I mean, even then, after 25 hours, bro. Like, how long have we been on RGB2 specifically? I want to say it's been at least 15 hours on RGB2, like, alone. Bro, this is not a 15 hours mechanic. This is a 30 minutes mechanic. Like, as a pre-made, making sure that everyone is spread as best as possible. Like, and also, like, really the one thing that's really annoying me is the fact that no one is speaking up, bro. Like, that's the thing that's really, I'm a bit unhappy about. It's like, you fucked up. Can you please tell us what happened? Like, yesterday we spent 4 hours in complete fucking silence. Like, basically, we spoke up twice to change things around, and both times it was me requesting people to be moved around to be closer to the healer. And like, that's it. No one else fucking spoke for anything. Like, I don't get it, dude. I don't get it, bro. Like a Prague in Ultimate, bro. This is not even like, this is at best early Savage in terms of difficulty, right? I was wondering why there's not any communication. I mean, I don't know. And like, the thing is, right, is we have 2 Japanese guys. I don't speak Japanese, and I don't really have anything to say. Like, I'm just doing my thing, and I'm healing the people from my group that are close to me, right? And I have 0 visual on anything that's going on, so I can't even say anything. And see, that's the thing that's frustrating me. I genuinely have no fucking idea what is going on and why we keep wiping, because it's happening on the other side of the boss, and I don't see what's going on. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to rag on that to, like, you know, forever and ever, but obviously, yeah. Like, as I said, we should have cleared this fight 2.5 weeks ago, and the fact that we got stuck on the same mechanic. Can I, bro, what the? What the fuck? Alright. But the fact that we got stuck on it for 4 hours yesterday is like, yeah. I just don't know what to say. Okay, I opened it. What the fuck was that wind stream? But hey, at the end of the day, as long as we clear before season 4, I'll be happy with it, right? I'm just a bit afraid that it's not gonna happen. But yeah. There's a limit to the bullshit. I mean, what can I do, bro? Like, the thing is, like, the only thing I can say is, like, the only input I could bring, because, like, we had the discussion about this afterwards. It's like, I don't understand why anyone is dying on the other side. Because, like, everyone is at max health 24/7 on my side, with 0 effort. Like, even prior to me socketing Absolution, like, Benevolence plus Healing Light is enough to keep people alive, even if they get hit by literally everything. But like me saying this obviously is just going to piss people off. It's like, oh, are you insinuating that I'm getting hit by everything? Or like, oh, are you insinuating that I'm not healing enough? It's like, no, I just want to get past the fucking mechanic. I don't care about your ego. I don't care about what's going on. Clearly something is wrong, right? Fix it. I don't know. Is space the same on the side when you times 2 RGB lines? Yeah, it's basically a mirror on the other side. Like, both sides have the same load with the same space to handle. Oh, you get stuck, Third Sanctum? Yeah, on the second RGB mechanic. Like, yesterday was basically 4 hours of, like, dying to it on repeat from the exact same group of people. With no one even remotely saying what the fuck was going on. So I don't know. I just don't fucking know what to say. Charge for Cleric lesson, bro. There's nothing to teach on this game. Cleric barely has to fucking heal in this game, and Kaldrix is no exception. Like, even during RGB, dude, I have a clip of, it was me and Eugene, right? Eugene went on my lane for some reason. Was on my lane for some reason. So both me and him were stacking our lines, getting hit by both lines, by both AoE circle, and stacking the lava circle on top of each other. And even without having healing stigmas socketed, I had no problem getting through the fucking phase. Like, genuinely, dude, you don't even need to lock in for this mechanic. I don't know. Like, I know I'm sounding, it sounds arrogant, right? I fully understand, but bro. Like, if this mechanic is giving people that much problem, I don't even want to know what's going to happen on Sanctuary 4, dude. It's like, bro, we're going to have to... Here's the thing, right? We have to clear this fight twice a week. And like, yes, we're going to clear, but bro, we have to clear this fight twice a week afterwards. And it doesn't matter how much we power creep the fight. We're going to have to do RGB2 every time. Because it's a fixed % health mechanic. Honestly, you don't need to lock in on it. I mean, you just need to pay a bit of attention. Like, you need to look one color ahead, right? Because you need to plan your movement a bit. At least I do, because I have fucking 200 ping. And if I don't plan ahead, my line snapshots like early, right? But even then, it's not very difficult. And again, like, there's only 4 people out of the force that needs to do that. Clock position will make an probably VNS. I mean, clock positions have been alright. I mean, people kill each other sometimes. I don't really know how. I mean, I guess people just lose focus because not much is going on during this part of the fight, right? Makes sense. But yeah. Just pray, man. Just pray that this coming Sunday. I think we only have 2 hours tomorrow though. But just pray that this coming Sunday, like, I don't know, they get an epiphany or something and they figure it out and we just get past it. It's just a bit worrisome because, dude, like, people are even missing the first one. Like, the first color of the set, like, that's, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, it's still probably better than Pogs, right, at the end of the day. Obviously, the only thing I'm afraid of is that people stop giving a shit because they can just pay for a pilot and not have to do the fight, right? And it gives a bit of that. Like, for some of the members, it genuinely feels like they don't give a shit about clearing because they know for a fact they can just, like, pay a pilot to clear the fight for them. So, yeah. I don't know. Just Taiwan things, yep. I don't play the games, just my opinion. I mean, same. I mean, I've been saying this, right? But pilots have been desperately looking for supports. The pilot clears, right? And because of that, they are making... if you are a support, you can get pilots for free. So like me as a Cleric, I could just ask for free piloting. I don't even have to do the dungeon, right? But I'm not doing it because I want to earn the gear and I want to clear the fight. I care more about doing the fight than getting the gear, bro. I genuinely do not give a shit about the gear. I do not. Like, this is Taiwan. I don't care. I don't care about the gear. I just want to do the fight and make the guide. That's the only thing I care about, is making the guide. You understand? You know the point of getting pilot runs, just play the game. I mean, it's just, people will always take the easy way out. That's just a life thing, by the way. It's not even like a game thing. It's not even specific to this game. It's just a life thing. People always take the path of least resistance. And like, bro, like, if you walk up to people and you tell them, do you want to spend 20 hours progging Kaldrix to clear the fight? And then you're gonna have to do re-clears every week with a pre-made and plan the times, and maybe it's gonna take several hours. Or do you just want to pay a pilot $5 to clear it for you every week? 9 times out of 10, people will take the pilot option, and that's exactly what's happening on Taiwan. Like, you want to know something? You want some funny data? I can tell you right now, on the entirety of the Taiwan region, barely anyone actually cleared the fight by themselves. Like, it's mostly two groups of people that are just piloting the entire region. Like, these people have made over 100k piloting kills for Kaldrix for other people. I'm not even kidding. It's actually a thing. Like, if that's not proof, I don't know what to tell you. And you know what? Good for them. They actually proc the fight, and now they are exploding gullible, lazy people. Mechanically, doesn't even look that hard. Yeah, it's not that difficult. It's a good fight, right? It is the hardest fight they have made in this game so far. And difficulty-wise, it's about the equivalent of like an early Savage from Final Fantasy XIV, right? Like, mechanically. But yeah, people just don't want to bother, man. Why don't you pilot? I'm not interested. I mean, here's the thing, right? Regardless of whether it's doing it or getting piloted, I'm just not interested. I'm just here to play the video game, right? That's number one. And number two, piloting requires an entire group. I don't consider Savages in 14 to be part either. I mean, me neither, right? I'm just saying that difficulty-wise, it's about equivalent to an early Savage. Because, like, in terms of like the mechanical difficulty of this fight, like, the biggest thing is that most mechanics have are strict, right? Like, if you fuck it up, everyone wipes. Now, most mechanics are very easy to execute, right? So for most of them, it's not a problem. But the one where it's actually lethal is RGB2, right? It's the only one, which is why it's the main roadblock. And because that's basically at the end of the fight. Like, yeah. You get the AC unit? Nope. I'm getting it on Wednesday. Time is money, let the cheap labor pilot, and then I can have fun in other content. Yeah, but here's the thing. What other content? Like, what other content? This is the PvE content. If you pay for a pilot for this, and you just refuse to engage it because it's too difficult, what the fuck are you using your gear in? Physical rotation for bosses and Lost Ark are harder than mechs in this game. I mean, yeah. And to be fair, right, it is expected. This game has only been out for 6 months, right? Like, I'm not going to rag on the mechanics of this game because I think they've been ramping up like good enough, right? But man, for some reason, people are mental booming on fucking RGB2, and I don't understand why. The fun is being to do endgame content. Yeah, exactly. Like PvP. Bro, what PvP? PvP is 95% pilots killing bots in the abyss. What PvP? PvP is only done by 3 classes, and it's only pilots. What PvP? Right, but dress up in endgame, yeah, I guess. Wait for someone to do your endgame, no point of playing MMOs. Yeah, precisely. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's your disposable income. You do whatever the fuck you want with it. Doesn't impact me, even in the slightest. I'm just saying, this is why I'm not doing it. I'm here to play the game, and that includes everything. It includes the farming. It includes the labor. It includes the grinding of hard content. It includes progging. It includes everything. And like, if you don't enjoy it, you probably shouldn't be playing games like these to begin with. Like, you should be playing a fucking single-player video game on easy mode. And you know what? Nobody's going to fucking take that away from you. But honestly, you're just wasting both your time and money. Well, I still need to grind pets outside of the world, even with pet instants included. I mean, not really. Like, you don't need to. Like, you will get level 10 on everything pretty fast with just pet dungeons. It's just a matter of like how fast do you want optimal genius insight rules. Like, if you want to grind for your genius insights, you can obviously, but I don't think you need to. Whether in my gathering stuff, setting up my own bots, yeah. How are you today? I'm doing alright. How about you, type? Just doing some dungeon grinding. Oh my god, bruh. Doing my due diligence, farming my Kina. I need 100 mil to upgrade the Horn Dragon Mace to Splendent, so... The money I'm going to get like, basically these next 2 weeks are going to go towards that, you know. Oh boy, dude. Okay, well, it was either him or us, dude, on this one. Two of us found a way to alternate. Yeah, unfortunately, you can do that for RGB2. But like, here's again, the thing with RGB2 is, again, you genuinely just need 4 people. You know their shit. The other 4 are doing the same thing as on the first RGB. Are you going to upgrade to Splendent? Because you need to be upgraded to Splendent to upgrade to Nemesis, which is the, you know, it's the next goal. I've been meaning to ask, so the endgame Abyss gear obtainable, or I'll never see them when it's global. Yeah, it's obtainable. Like, everything, like PvP equipment is basically mostly just weekly gated, and you just go through the motions to get everything. Like, the medals you get from doing Siege, world bosses, and weekly PvP quests. and the AP you get from the rank corridors, and your weekly AP allowance. So everyone is, you know, has access to it. On Taiwan and Korea, it's a bit fucked because, like, at the very beginning, it wasn't quite the same. And there was a couple of instances of, like, some light exploit and stuff happening, but that's not going to be a problem on global, right? So, yeah. I got debated people with link. Bro was saying SM was dog shit. Yeah, anyone that is saying anything based on, like, what you linked earlier is genuinely a fucking moron. Just play the video game for 5 minutes. I mean, then again, I know exactly the type of people who would rely on that data, and those are not the kind of people you should be listening to, anyways. Nah, there's no chance, Raiden. Like, we're gonna get the latest QOL. But yeah, like the main difference maker in terms of like the main thing that makes a difference in terms of like the medal amounts that you get is grinding ranks for the weekly medal purchases with AP, mainly for platinums, because only generals can buy platinums. But even then, like with medal gambling, it's, you know, it's whatever. Damn, bro just fucking passed away, holy. But you know, SM is in a good spot right now, bro. SM is doing more DPS than Assassin. I heard Soak and Glad are dog shit. Damn. Anchovy on the weekend. Crazy work. Technology will never cease advancing. Do you think they will increase the class combat complexity? My main concern is how spammy it looks with the macro system. I think it's going to get slightly more complex, right? I mean, we are going to get an additional Stigmus Law and like with more systems piled on top of it, right? I don't think it's going to get like AION2 levels of complexity. Ever. I think they want to keep the game fairly simple in terms of the combat. Because like the game is targeted towards like, you know, the game is targeted towards, you know, the father of 7 with like 2 wives, 5 dogs that has 30 minutes to play the game, right? But they don't want the game to be too complex, which is, you know, it's just a modern MMO thing. It's not even just this game thing. Like WoW has the 1-button rotation, like Final Fantasy 14 has like functionally 3 buttons on your fucking bars. That's just modern MMOs. Like even on Throne and Liberty, they are adding the button macro stuff. Soak is dog shit. More buffs, please. I mean, I don't disagree in terms of PvP. In terms of PvE, though, Soak is pumping. Main gripe with the game is how simple the combat is. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, to be fair, right? To be fair, it's less the case on some classes than others, right? Like, I would say, if you play, like, SM, I think you will have a better time than if you're playing, like, Gladiator. For example, right? Like you just have to target a class that is maybe a bit more complex to fit your needs, but I would not expect the combat to get like anything insane, right? Can SM move their pets around or call it back from attacking a mob? No. But they have said they're going to add more pet controls in the future, so Gladiator has an insanely complex rotation, yeah. It's called holding E. Ours Ranger, that's what I plan to play. Ranger is very, like, one-dimensional for the most part right now. Is SM the most complex one? I wouldn't say any class is particularly complex in this game, if we're gonna be honest for 5 seconds. Again, I would say in terms of like DPS classes, if you want something that, you know, doesn't play itself as much, probably play SM. And on the support side of things, if you don't want something that plays itself, I mean, I would say Cleric is probably the one that plays itself the least, right? Mostly because your kit is mostly centered around support stuff that you have to manually press to hit. Like you have to manually press them to like heal other people and stuff, right? So in essence, it makes Cleric like the least, you know, one-dimensional support. But, I mean, it's not really by much, honestly. SM is just button mashing, yeah. I mean, SM has like slightly more going for it than other classes in terms of like cast complexity, but again, it's not really saying much. Like AION2's combat is just not very complex. At least as of right now. Like, ask me again in Season 4 if anything has changed, but as of right now, yeah, nah. Most classes kind of play the same. The class seems gulagged right now. I mean, yeah, but... I mean, Cleric is not unplayable. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm ragging on Cleric all the time, and don't get me wrong, the class is pretty... The class doesn't feel good to play, right? Especially if you want to play support. The class doesn't feel very good to play. But in terms of how it is constructed and stuff, it's like, it's a good support class. It's just in the wrong game, you know what I mean? But hey, Season 4 surely is going to like flip things around. So, stay tuned, you know? With Sam, do you pick which pet to use for a situation or cycle through all of them over and over? You cycle through like a select few depending on what you're doing. Like, for the most part, the wind pet is just getting completely ignored, for example. And then in PvE, the fire pet is your biggest damage. It's fire and water, right? I think that are your biggest sources of damage. I think earth is okay. And then in PvP, it's mostly earth. It's called Chapter 1. Yeah, well, I'm never gonna get used to that. Can just use one and be good, yeah. Like, fire's the big one in PvE. And then Ancient on cooldown, you know, same old. But don't get me wrong, like, SM is still like macro gaming, you know? Not much difference there, it's just that there's a tiny bit more to it, I guess. Especially in PvP. But like right now, Wind Spirit is the one that's pretty much getting ignored across the board. Because like Wind Spirit is like a self-sustained pet, but it doesn't really give you like great self-sustain. And SM is not really a class that needs more self-sustain to begin with, because like one of your primary DPS skills, like DPS buffs, also gives you a tolerance buff and a regen, right? And you also have life leech on LMB, so like you're mostly fine in terms of self-sustain even without the Wind Spirit. But if you need it, the option is here. Speaking of, I do need to finish leveling some classes to 45 for the future video guides. The Wind Spirit is the one that heals you with its auto attacks, yeah. And that's why it's not like great, because like the Wind Spirit just does drastically less damage compared to the other pets, right? And the sustain from it is not really needed as an SM. Can you explain how the skill queuing option is supposed to work? I mean, it's the same as skill queuing on other MMOs. It's that if you press a button when you're still like in animation or a button is still in cooldown, it's going to use that button when it becomes available. Like as soon as possible, basically. Like skill queuing basically gives you a buffer, like a mistake buffer when you're spamming. Are you calling yourself a pet? Holy shit, Raiden. Holy. Bro is not beating the allegations. Get that back, bestie, yeah. Well, these ones are going to go by pretty fast. Overall, this group has been pretty okay. All things considered. I do wonder what's going to come for the wave of buffs next week, because like we are going to get another wave. Like, are they going to make changes to PvE again, or is it going to be a PvP patch this time? Like, I really foresee them reverting something on Assassin. Like, they're gonna give something back to Assassin, because Assassin's DPS dropped like beyond fucking belief. It's crazy. Like, it's genuinely a bit pathetic to look at a DPS meter. Like, after this patch, it's like, wow. That bad, huh? This way? Alright, this way it is. Yippee. I haven't seen like even a gold BOE in like a long fucking time, dude. I have never gotten a gold BOE myself. Another Philistone, what in the fucking world? That's the third Philistone already. But basically, I got Philistone on every run so far. That's kind of crazy. How much energy do I have even? Okay, well, still like 8 runs, I guess. Yeah, this is not gonna last the whole stream, but I do have other stuff to do, so. We good. Can I show you a macro page? I'm in sure, but it's nothing special. Like, I'm not using the optimal macro for Cleric because it kind of just doesn't work on my ping. Like, it's basically just E, like my Condemnation into Judgment Thunder. That's it. That's the macro. And I have an alternate button that also holds my LMB while holding the macro. With like my mouse software, and that's about it. The rest I just manually press. On the hotbar setup for some reason, but maybe this post I haven't done anything with macros. I mean, sort of, I guess. It depends on the class, obviously, right? Like, some classes literally can stack everything on one button and just have the macro play the game for them. But yeah, like this is very much like a macro game. So and it banned people for using mouse macros. They gave up on that like after the second week of the game. Also, they didn't ban anyone for that. They never banned anyone for that. They banned people for using like a cheating adjacent software that was called color macro. Want to use a skill that's stuck on another, but can't the lower skill. I mean, usually it's like the spammable skills. Like at the bare minimum, like the spammable skills, you just like macro. Got NMB, RMB, and procs, right? Some classes also macroing their buffs. Like Ranger Gladiator, for example, like because of their CDR procs, like their buffs are functionally always up, so you just like add them as part of the macro. But yeah, it depends on the class. It depends on the class, depends on your ping, right? And they need Mythic Plus trash requirements. I mean, they have that on like Transcendence Dungeon, which is like a harder dungeon type. And they are adding something akin to Mythic Plus in Season 4. So we'll have to see if they have trash requirements for this. I mean, probably. I would... It seems like they are pretty much taking the Rune dungeon system from Throne like 1-to-1. And that requires you to kill all the trash, right? So yeah, probably. Rip. Can I ask about classes I want to play? Ranger, Assassin, Gobble? Can I decide any details on them? I mean, fundamentally, like... They are fairly similar, but I guess it depends on whether you're asking about PvE or PvP. But I guess the main thing is Assassin is melee and Ranger is range, but yup-de-doo. You definitely didn't know that. I don't know a second MMO ever. I think never played the second one, but I don't know if it's coming soon. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it's in like 3 months for global. Did you do a skill macro guide video around global launch? Yeah, probably. Like I'm going to make a litany of guides right before global launches. So yeah, that's gonna include like basic stuff like that. I'll probably ask around for like experts of each classes for like whatever macro they find the most optimal to add as a baseline as well. We'll see. How the aggro sound the same at AION2? Yeah. And thanks for the follow, Zaza. Yeah, like a bunch of the SFX is the same as AION2 actually. All about the nostalgia, baby. Oh yeah, also I need to raise the game volume again. I am not on Discord anymore. Let me do that. There we go. I have no Philistine. Streak broken. Run out of energy? Yeah, that's fine. All good. Thanks for coming. Did I not do this? I mean, everyone left anyways, whatever. I have like 20 Philistines I'll never get to use. Bro. Like, I've been throwing my Philistine on fucking everything. I've even been converting some Philistines into soul codexes. And like, how many do you have? I have 32, bro. I'm unable to run out of these. It's crazy. I mean, at least I'll be able to turn them into the new ones. So that counts for something. Omegia's Philistines have 5,000 full soul codexes. Yeah, I mean, I just keep using them on like orange gear, I guess. Are there any news about class balance for the new season? I want to play Cleric so much I would balance class. They said they're going to like be doing major balance patches every week. Up until season 4 and including the season 4 patch. So right now it's TBD, basically. We're just in the balancing waiting room, essentially. Okay, I can do 6 more, I guess. A bit more than that. Alright, any groups? Oop, all of them have a Cleric. Back to square one. But hey, at the end of the day, just play whatever archetype like you like. As balance comes and goes, you know. Are there any Cleric weapon skins when the shield is small? There's a couple, yeah. Like namely the latest one I got, right? This one. This one has a small shield, for example. Yeah. can also just hide the weapon, I guess. If you really don't vibe with it. Oh, thanks for listening. Yeah, no problem. That's why I'm here. I guess I'll give it like 2 minutes, and worst case scenario, I'm just gonna open it up to whatever. Yeah, you guys think if I get up to go grab a drink, people are going to like insta join? That's usually how it goes, right? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take the gamble. Okay, well, the moment I say that, a fucking chanter joins. Okay, well, never mind. Get out of here. That's the best way to get people to feel. Yeah, for real, for real. You know what? I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Alright. Well, just back just in time, I guess. Look at that. Well, this chanter is kind of stinky, but... Hey, can this assassin accept, though? Okay, there we go. Look at that, chat. It was meant to be. Alright. Man, I get up to go grab a drink and there's like 50 million questions in chat. Holy dude. Is that the secret to interaction? Just fucking leaving the room? Think we're going to get fighter plus level 50 patch on global launch? Nope. Neither. Eastern MMOs feel the similar, at least from streaming at Forge, like Throne Anybody in this, you know, the same-ish. I have 4,000 hours in Throne Anybody. I'm gonna be honest, Throne was barely a video game. Like, Throne was a very incompetent game. Like, this game is a lot better, trust me. You can take my word on that. What do you think about the fact the global version will not have a mobile version? I mean, good. Mobile adds nothing to this game. Like, the game is fucking unplayable on mobile. The only thing that mobile does is bring an easy outlet for bot farms. That's it. That's the only thing that does. I know people will be like, oh my god, I use mobile to craft sometime. Yeah, that's just a net negative, bro. Just get that shit out of here. No one plays this fucking game on mobile. Like, actually plays, you know. Them wings though, yeah. Is it good to making any Q pop? Yeah. Like, if you really need a Q to pop or for people to join your group, like, the secret is to have explosive diarrhea. And when you really need to go, that's when people are going to feel it and they're going to join your group. I'm not speaking from experience or anything. Well, DPS is lower with this group, unfortunately, but what can you do? They can't all be winners, right? I have a worse idea, start cooking. Ah, yes. It's time to set your house in fire by complete accident. How many dungeons can you play per day? I'm still trying to figure out the daily chores I have to do. Everything is like, you can stack everything. Like everything rolls over and like most things are on a weekly basis, but in terms of like the amount of energy you get back every day, like on average it's between 5 and 7 dungeons per day. In terms of allowances, but obviously you can do all of them in a batch, right? Which is usually what I do. You play tank, I remember you used to play against you in PP on AION Classic. Yeah. I played AION1 for like 15 years on and off. And the last one in date was EU Classic, and I played Templar. So Champion needs waypoint. X fucking D, dude. 15 years, and even feel how fast it went? Yep. Only thing you kind of do every day at the quest is the in Abyss and AP farm. The only daily tasks you have in this game are daily duties, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done daily duties in like 3 months. Because I genuinely do not give a shit. They don't really give you anything, like they give you a bit of Kina. And some soul crystals, I cannot be asked. Everything else, you kind of like do it whenever and like however many you want. Without the mobile version, pay when you can lay them. Well, that's the main way of getting Kina, running dungeons. Basically what I'm doing right now. Like running content just gives you like heaps of Kina. Like that's the main way you get it. Farming Abyss for Kina, is it worth? I mean, you do get some Kina in Abyss. That is something you can do, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily worth your time. Like, when they added the hotspot stuff, it was worth it. After they removed it and nerfed the Kina acquisition in Abyss, like it's not really, you don't really go in the Abyss to farm Kina. Like if you're farming, it's either because you're doing your weeklies, you're trying to farm potential stones, or because you're bored as fuck. Doesn't the Abyss dungeon that you have to kill mobs for 2 minutes reset every day? Nope, it resets every siege, so twice a week. Like you can do it once per siege rotation, and only the ones that your faction captured. $1 million, $46. Yeah, I mean the Taiwan economy is cooked. Do you only mob farm to get souls? I mean, you can grind mobs to get souls to like try and get better Genius Insight rolls, right? But for the most part, you don't even need to do that. Like, you can just run your daily dungeons to get crystals. And like, that's enough. Like, really, the only reason, like, actual reason you have to grind mobs in the Abyss is potential stones. Actually, barely in the daily chores, it's more weekly. Yeah, everything's weekly in this game. And most of it is done pretty fast. Might have to grab some balls. Nah, we're good. That's gonna be 8. I'll grab 1 just for good measure. That should be 7. Yep. We good. Wow, blue pants. Wow, big BOE. Yeah, woo. Can't remember the name of the streamer, but he was playing this game and the fit he had was insane. You mean like his in-game character or something? Ace pennies legendary? Yeah. So the way skins are in this game, right, is like the in-game skins are pretty extensive, right? Like what I'm wearing right now, like all of this is in-game skins, right? But the paid cosmetics, like 99% of them is just like extra gooner shit. Like most of the cosmetic cash shop is just like pennies, essentially. So if you see someone with like a Gunu outfit, they probably paid for it. They know their audience. I mean, yeah, and can't rag on them too much, right? But that's basically what it is. Now there are some Gunu skins for like with like in-game skins, but they're a minority. Like most of the in-game skins look pretty good. The shop skins are just like casual and Guna shit. Pretty much exclusively, actually. I won't have to pay then? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, bro, Korean games don't give a shit. Like, genuinely, it's... Like, dude, this game has 4 different sliders for your tits. 4 of them. You think the Guna skins will go into the global shop? I mean, probably. I mean, people are saying that this game is going to get censored, but... I don't know. Full side for boobs, not for bulls. Yeah, we truly do live in a society, dude. You know, it's the meme of like, you know, the pipe that is like feeding a fat guy, and then there's like tiny droplets. Or like a guy who's starving below, and like the tiny droplets that goes to the bulge slider, and the fat guy is the boob slider. People who put the 4 on 100 are weird. I mean, Crashfish, have you seen how your in-game characters looks like with everything maxed out? Like, dude, if you put all of the boob sliders on 100, you're not playing a human being. You're playing a fucking tripod, dude. Like, you stick a camera up your character's ass, and it's not moving. Disappointed in Amjun, yeah. You need to send him coffee trucks. That's what you need to do. Can you adjust the booty cheeks? I think you can. I mean, bro, I'm gonna be completely deadass with you. I did not spend much time in the character creator. Like, I basically always make the exact same character on every game, right? And usually it doesn't really take me much time. I'll send him coffee trucks with pride flag. Wow. Oh, it was Canon that you saw? I don't know when you caught him. Like, this guy barely played this game. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if his character was like on the Guna side. For real, for real. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this assassin like chugs mega balls. I'm probably just gonna get rid of him after this. Like, this guy keeps going AFK, he's not doing great DPS, like that's a kick angle, yeah. He has the gear, he doesn't have the wits, that's for sure. I have to open it for him again, I guess. You also have the pre-character creation name stuff, yeah, I hope so as well. I mean, it should, right? It should. Like, I'm expecting early character creation, and I'm expecting early access for this game. Like, that's my very, very safe prediction. Like again, based on the stuff that we saw, right? It's probably going to be like 17th early access, 23rd full release. How did early name reservation work? It was just a website. We'll have to see if they do it again. The main attraction was the early character creation. Like basically you could like log into the game, but you could only go into the character creator and not anywhere further. Does this game have raids? Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not going today. I went yesterday though. Thankfully, I never have to reserve my name. Yeah, kind of the same for me. How big are the raids? Like the amount of people? 8 man. Yeah, it's 8 man right now. After the beginning of season 4, which is like in a week and a half, it's gonna be 10 people. Because they are expanding the party size. Like in season 4, the party size is going from 4 to 5 on regular content and from 8 to 10 on Alliance content. Assassin got big damage nerf, I know. Good Canon sending people's opinion Assassin's number 1 PvP, that triggered me hard. I mean, Canon doesn't play the game. Why is he saying anything about this game? I mean, whatever, man. Doesn't matter. What class do you think is the least amount people play? I mean, realistically, it's probably between Templar and Chanter. Not because they're weak, it's just, I guess people don't really gravitate to it too much. I would say probably Chanter, though. You know, even though it's the best support right now. Isn't it Spirit Master? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess. Maybe SM, like, actual players. It's hard to know because SM, there's a lot of bots, right? But maybe, yeah. They're gonna fuck damage-wise too, if I remember correctly. Shatter was a fine class in AION1 all around. It was a good all-rounder, you know what I mean? In AION2 it's kind of the same. But the thing is, AION2 has some like fundamental design flaws, right? That kind of makes it so if you don't play like a specific few classes, you're just kind of getting fucked in the ass in PvP. But you know, hopefully those problems will be gone by season 4 in 2 weeks. So rage. Depends if you include ults, yeah. I mean, if you include ults, obviously Chanter is like played a lot, right? In terms of like main classes, yeah, I could see SM. I mean, both SM and Soak, I would say, are not that popular. How do you think Templar is in solo PvP arena? It's not the worst, but again, right, in terms of solo PvP, like, the top 3 is just so overbearing that every other class is just kind of mid in comparison. But I would say Templar is like solid. Like, Templar has potential. It's just that obviously its counterpart is just like better in terms of solo PvP. Does this game have Battlegrounds arena kind of stuff? Yeah, it does. And we are getting more PvP game modes in season 4. Although it's very bite-sized. Like it's not like AION1, you know, where Regents were 45 minutes and shit. Like everything in this game is like between 5 and 10 minutes. Kaldrix reprog with the 10-man gimmick. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to adjust that, obviously, right? Because you cannot fit 10 people within the safe lanes. Red Philistone sided. Bro, I got 5 back-to-back just now. It's crazy. Yo, CNC with the big primer. Thank you, appreciate that. Enjoy the litany of emotes made by yours truly, with love. Let me just open this to public. Do you think they will add Dredgen since it was that popular in AION1? I fucking hope so. But then again, like, some of the game modes that would... I mean, some of the game modes we are getting are, like, very akin to Dredgen. Like, the 10v10 BG we are getting is basically Jormungand's Bridge in terms of, like, how they described it. So... I think they're probably going to gravitate more towards, like, those game modes more so than, like, any given instance. Although I do hope one of the game modes they eventually add is Dredgen. But I have a hunch they don't want to do it because the way Dredgen works, fundamentally, is time consuming. You know what I mean? Also, I don't need to run that. Like, Dredgen in AION1 was, depending on the battlefield, it was between 30 minutes to 1 hour. And that's just not something they do in this game. They don't want anything to exceed 10 minutes. And the thing is, a 10-minute Dredgen would not work. It would need to be something akin to, like, Runatorium, you know? And thanks for the follow, these youngs. Like, it would have to be something akin to, like, the 5.x iteration of Runatorium, basically. Like, not the OG, like, 1.5 Dredgen. Like, that would not work. But hey, prove me wrong, I guess. I would love to be proven wrong, because I am missing Dredgen. Like, even stuff like Tiak that they added on EU Classic was great. Like, I really liked Tiak. I don't know if they're going to change the rear indicator, considering they're adding a front marker. Do you think Double will get the QL improvement where I can do most of the runs just on the main character? Yeah. I think anything that is like... any core game changes is going to be on Global, even if we only get Season 1. I think that's a fairly safe bet. Including like the stuff we're getting in Season 4, right? Like, for example, the stuff like the ticket removal and dungeons and everything, like we're gonna have that too, right? I have a hunch we're also gonna get the 5-man parties. Like, I think we're gonna get all of that out the gate. Like, the only thing that is a bit iffy is like exactly what kind of balance we're gonna get. Considering if we have Season 4 balance, it's gonna be a bit awkward, right? Because the game is going to be balanced around very different like content and expectations and a different level cap, so I don't get the 10 minutes content. God forbid we get the content from people who want brain damage. I mean, again, Anchovy, like, it's just that modern MMOs try to design their shit around people who only have 3 minutes to play the game per day because they have 6 wives, 2 dogs, 5 houses, like 3 jobs, right? Like, it is what it is, right? That's just modern MMO expectations, right? Ults should not be used to power your main. I think it's fine to have the option to farm on ults if you want to, right? Obviously, it was a bit too powerful before. I think it's more reasonable now. But there's still like upsides to ults, but like currently the main upsides to ults are very like not time consuming like at all. Like, it's stuff like Essential Trial and Corridors, right? Which, it's just a couple of minutes per week. Python global release, I highly doubt that. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. It's like I said on the podcast the other day, right? If the game was already out on global and Fighter released in Korea while the game was already out, maybe we would get the class in a hybrid patch, like similar to Spear in Throne, right? Considering Global is coming out like 2-3 months after the release of Fighter, I really don't see us getting it. We'll see, right? But I really don't see it. That's me right now. I'm at a very time in my life. Yeah, and that's just... the truth be told, that's just the main demographic of MMOs nowadays. Because MMOs are mostly played by people who got into MMOs when they were younger, right? Like, the main demographic of MMOs right now is like people in their 30s, 40s, right? You guys get 6 wives? Like 30 plus years old? Yeah. So they just have to adjust around it, right? It is what it is. Same reason why MMOs are mostly endgame focused, right? And why progression is so like railroad and there's so many like time gates and everything. That's just how it is. What age is considered UNC status? Look, Crashfish, at the end of the day, UNC status is not really something that you earn. It's something that you want to be, right? If you feel like you've attained UNC status, you're on UNC. It doesn't matter if you're 20 years old. It doesn't matter if you're 50 years old, right? So if you don't feel like an UNC, you're still in. Like 6-7 or something. Yeah. Anything over 20 is RIP. Damn, that's a bit rough, bud. I don't get that though. The dungeons count you at 40 dungeons a week. Having single 30-minute dungeon isn't. Because it's 40 runs split in like 5 minutes bites, right? That's what it is. It's not about the quantity, it's about the length of individual runs, you know what I mean? That's basically the main difference maker. Where are my tickets at? Okay. Because when you're paying your own bills and got adult responsibilities, in my opinion. Damn. That makes all of us unks. That's fucked up. My nephew literally lives with me and my wife. True unk status. God damn. It pains me every time I hear 6-7, bro. Trust me, same. It's just unfortunate that such a common string of numbers is basically destined to be a meme now. It is what it is, I guess. You're the one that keeps saying it? Bro, it's everywhere. Bro, half of my pre-made keeps trying to bait me into saying it. Like, you know? Either that or 69. Honestly, 6-7 is more akin to the E meme, like the Markiplier E. You guys remember that? It's as illogical. Like, 69 has meaning, you know? Put some respect onto 69. Next one's gonna be 68. Holy. I tried to bait you and you ignored it. Yeah, because look, at the end of the day, if I'm going to say it, it has to be on my own volition. Like, I can't be giving this for free, you know? Into a D's nut, but you didn't see it, ignored it. Yeah, D's nuts, like, I'm being very careful. Like, every time I see a potential D's nut, I just like put up my Ligma shield just in case. This has zero meaning, just like yeah. Markiplier Farquaad edits. Now, see, Cerulean, just typing that in the chat makes you an unk. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. It is unfortunate, but it's true. I didn't even get the reference. Yeah, exactly. Do you think people who love gathering and crafting will have fun in this game? Nope. Gathering is purely a bot activity and crafting is as basic as it gets. This game is not a life skilling game. It is not. Now, we are going to get fishing in Season 4. Maybe that's going to be fun in terms of life skilling. But other than that, like, no. Like, if you're crafting in this game, you're not gathering by yourself. It's inefficient. You basically just buy like ingredients from bots. Because they sell them for dirt cheap. And then you just click the craft button and then it's done. I love gathering, crafting in 14. Yeah, I mean, this game is nothing like that. Personally, personally on 14, I found gathering and crafting to be a bit boring, but that's just me, right? Like, the main thing is, like, gathering and crafting in 14 is falsely, like, complex. It's literally, like, it wants to be a thing with, like, its own rotation and everything, but it just ends up being, like, you just make a macro that does it for you. So instead of just clicking a button that crafts for you, you have to make a macro, and then you click the macro that crafts for you. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's false complexity. It's like, I don't mind a crafting system being simple, because at the end of the day, the only game that I saw try to change the crafting formula was 14, and it was just like pointlessly bloated. Like, no good reason. But then again, I guess part of that is also the fact that 14 just has no economy. So, like, while crafting and gathering has a bit more depth put into it, it doesn't fucking matter because this game has no economy. It's like, oh, you're a gatherer and a crafter? Wow, that's great. What do you do all day? You make money? And what do you buy with that money? Nothing? Wow, that's great. People actually enjoy crafting MMOs, nothing is PoE. Yeah, see, I would love to see, like, the PoE crafting system implemented into an MMO. And, like, the PoE crafting system is typically the type of shit you would see in a Korean MMO, by the way. So, you know, if one day some MMO does it, it would be entertaining. Now, there's a lot of RNG involved, but it's like deterministic RNG, right? So, people bothered crafting in 14 anyways. I mean, yeah. Just like in every other game, right? What do you think are the best godstones for PvE, PvP? So, the main problem with godstones in PvE is that all of the damage and status, like bleed and poison godstone, do no damage. Because for some reason, and I don't know if it's an oversight or something, the damage godstones do not scale with the content. And it doesn't scale on your damage either, which means that on regular endgame, damage godstone do 0 damage. Like, they proc for 1 point of damage, right? Which means that the only godstones that you give a shit about are the PvP ones, and the only 2 godstones that you give a shit about are paralysis and seal. Now, you can make a case for stun as well, but after it got nerfed, like, it's kind of whatever. But I guess if you really want to argue Potentics, then it's paralysis, stun, and seal, right? I enjoy life scaling in video. Yeah, I didn't play too much video. I have another fucking Philistone. I have heard that people enjoy the life scaling in that game, though. Yeah. So yeah. Short answer: the only Theostone that matters are paralysis and seal, regardless of content. You're shy with the big resub, big prime. Appreciate it. Enjoy your 6 months badge. It's already been 6 months. Holy shit. I've been streaming this game for 6 months, chat. Can you fucking believe it? Life scale is nice content. I do enjoy also. Yeah, but this game is not it. This game's life scaling is non-existent. You get Odile at the end of dungeons, and then for the rest you just buy shit on the auction house. And that's it. Again, maybe fishing will be interesting. I will say that the way they implemented fishing and TL was pretty decent. So if they do something similar in this game, fishing is going to be like a fun life scaling to do. 6 months in the Taiwanese jail. Yeah. 3 months to go. My life loves life scaling. She masks everything in New World. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they need to change the way gathering works in this game. So, hey, maybe they'll eventually cook something up by the time Global comes out, right? But at least as of right now, like, gathering is just like a pointless activity. Well, if the bots aren't an issue, yeah. I mean, they just need to change the system. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, at the end of the day, it's not so much that they need to get rid of the bots, is they need to fundamentally change how life scaling works in this game. Because it's just never gonna work out. Enjoy life scaling out, there was no bots in 2010. Oh, there were bots. Trust me, there were bots. But obviously, like, things were a bit different back then. Like, the main problem with life scaling in AION2 is that it's the exact same as in AION1. And like, it's an old school life scaling system, which means that, bro, bot farms have that shit on. They figured it out. So on day one, they already had the scripts for that type of shit. Because it's literally the same thing. I was kind of got rich. Yeah, but then again, like, gathering and crafting in AION1 was a lot better integrated into your day-to-day, like, gameplay. Because you just made much bigger batches by spending less time gathering, right? Like, basically, in AION1, what you were doing is you gathered ether for like 2 or 3 hours a week, like in one session, and then you broke down that ether and you just substance morphed that ether with your DP over time by doing PvP or by grinding, you know, either or, like grinding guard or doing arenas, etc., right? And then those mats you converted into like thousands upon thousands of consumable at the same time, which means that with just like 2 hours of gathering per week, you had enough to like have consumables for the entire week, if not more. Even if you were like very, very active. It was just better integrated. It's just that the main thing that AION2 gets wrong is consumables are, you're making one at a time in a game that consumes more than AION1 did. That's the fucking worst thing about it. Why are we only crafting one pot and one scroll at a time? In a game where you're literally potting every 10 seconds. Like, make it make sense. I stopped streaming now as the game. I have 10,000 people in chat. I mean, even if I had 10,000 people in chat, like, I would be answering shit. But then again, that's never gonna happen, so. Bruh. When I grew up, I don't able to gather right thing. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, those types of gathering systems, like, they worked on old game MMOs, right? But nowadays, everything has been figured out. You kind of have to do it a bit different. It doesn't fly anymore. If I bitch enough for 10,000 people, does that count? I mean, interaction-wise, maybe. In terms of my bank account, though, not quite. Yeah, we'll be in the big cities before global launch. I want to pick which side of the hub I like. You mean Sanctum and Pandemonium? I mean, they are supposed to be coming at some point during Chapter 1, right? So, it depends on how long Chapter 1 is going to be. But if it's the same length as a season, then yes. We are going to see them before Global comes out. Damn. I have a present next to my name doing my part. Hey, I didn't say you didn't. If you had 10,000 people, you could buy that AC. Alright, Zephyr. Here's the thing. Yesterday, I went out... Well, first of all, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. And let me do my usual spiel then. Now you can finally enjoy the thousands of emotes made by yours truly. Yippee! Wow! Okay, anyways. I actually went out and sold a couple of, like, vintage Pokemon cards from my childhood yesterday. And I bought an AC today. So, I'm gonna receive it on Wednesday. And I will be able to not die when I'm streaming. From next week onward, so... Fucking rejoice, I guess. Okay, I can do 2 more. Do that. But yeah, you are now able to spam ding donk in chat. Pretty huge, pretty huge. You know what? I'm glad I made that emote. you guys like that emote, and that's great. I had to learn how to animate to make that, you know? I do have a couple of like more like additional emote ideas as well. I'll probably get around to it. I mean, I guess it's going to depend. Like, the thing is, if we clear Kaldrix in the next few days, obviously I'm just going to lock in and probably spend all of my free time working on the guide. But once I get a minute, I do have a couple of emotes I want to add. And by the way, like, again, I'll say it again. If you have any suggestions for the channel, whether it's an emote or command or anything in specific, I have a suggestion channel on my Discord, so feel free to drop in. And I'll have a look at them and eventually act on them. Did they change how you enter Abyss Corridor every time I checked and it said unavailable? I mean, your faction has to have it, so that didn't change, right? But the main change they made to corridors is now it's a solo instance that is only 2 minutes. Now, same as before, you can only do it once per siege rotation. So if you've already done it, you won't be able to do it again. And Zenith, thanks for the sub. Big T1. You can now enjoy the litany of emotes made by you truly with love. What is the best class right now? It's between Ranger and Gladiator. Yeah. Thanks for answering all the questions. I mean, that's why I'm here, brother. No worries. PvP and PvE? The answer is gonna be the same. It's between Ranger and Glad. I have 50k channel points and nothing to spend them on. Yeah, I mean, that is one thing. The thing is, I don't really have ideas. I mean, I can do stuff related to the VTuber thing, right? Yeah, I have to take like a proper look at it. Already sub, but today I feel I need to. I'm signing up an Amazon account to use Prime. Damn. I mean, I appreciate it nonetheless. Hey, depending on the country, maybe it's a lot cheaper. I thought Assassin was the best in PvP. Nah, Assassin has not been the best in PvP for a little bit. And especially after the nerfs Assassin has gotten recently, like, especially not now. It's still okay in PvP, right? Don't get me wrong. It's still part of the big three, right? But yeah, no. Like, I would argue Ranger is the best class in PvP right now. Followed by Gladiator. If Glad's role in PvE, big bro, made ever expect. Gladiator is a tank that provides a lot of damage through buffs to the rest of the group. So it has like, it has pretty solid personal DPS, right? It's considered a tank, so it has less DPS than like actual DPS classes. But it's on the high end in terms of like support DPS. And when you account for the buffs that it gives to the rest of the group, it actually has like as much DPS as a top DPS when you account for our DPS. So yeah, it's a more damage-focused tank, basically. Whereas Templar is more of a mitigation-focused tank. Still does respectable damage, but its kit is more centered around mitigating damage. Talking SM should get back to its CC from AION2. Yeah, I mean, range classes in general. Although SM is doing okay right now. Like, SM has Kaizenals to buff its CC chance, and it has taunt locking with Earth Spirit. So SM is doing okay. Torque is dog shit for CC though, same as Cleric. This game has damage meter add-on, yes. The game has a built-in DPS meter, like that is personal, and there's a couple of third-party group DPS meters. At the moment, I'm kind of split between Guide and Sin for global PvP focus. I mean, at the end of the day, right, global is too far away for me to tell you that one class is better than the other. Because within the next 3 months, before global comes out, the balance is going to go like left and right. So things are likely going to change. The only thing that I can tell you is that right now, Gladiator is the better class. All around. Why is Ranger OP in PvP? There's a multitude of reasons, but it has a lot of DPS, it has a decent amount of evasion and blocking null, it has an anti-heal that it can spam, it has access to evasion, like very competently. It's a range class, high mobility. It has stuns. It has a dispel. It has a really strong defensive in Nature's Protest. It has good self-sustain. It has like strong life leech. And it has forced knockbacks on a lot of skills, as well as passive knockbacks on every skill if you're less than 7 meters away, which means that when you try to close in on Ranger, your life is pain because you're getting knocked back left and right, which doesn't let you play the game. Okay, one more. So yeah, Ranger, and also Ranger has the highest amount of status effect resist. So mix of all of that, Ranger is tanky, good self-sustain, good mobility, has good CC, it's really hard to get in, hard to stun. Like, yeah, it's just the best of every world basically. Like, Ranger kind of has no flaws in PvP, if you ask me. I changed to global change. Yeah. Global is going to be completely different than now. Like 3 months is a long time for this game. Like with the flip of a switch, like 1 week to another, the meta completely fucking changed, and they've done that several times already. Why in God's name did they buff Ranger's DPS in the latest balance patch? I mean, you could argue that Ranger was like on the lower end of the PvE DPS on the DPS side, but it was still pretty solid. And when you account for its PvP performance, obviously Ranger was solid. But like, now that they buffed Ranger in PvE as well, and on top of its PvP performance, Ranger is arguably the best class in the game. Arguably, right? Ranger has basically everything. Yep. Ranger honestly doesn't have any downsides. Like, that's the main thing. It's also the best class to farm mobs. It's the best class in Siege. Like, yeah. Ranger has no downsides. But again, that is right now. Who knows what's going to happen before Global comes out. Now artilleries can be transformed DPS class, not tank anymore. That's not going to happen. Like, they've been pretty clear about making Gladiator a tank class. Although it's a more like DPS tank, but Gladiator is a tank. I don't see them changing that. That video after a few days balance hit, yeah. I mean, to be fair, when it comes to my tier lists, even after the balance change, not much has changed in terms of positioning. Now, obviously, some of the pedantics of like some of the arguments for like each class being positioned are going to be slightly different. Like, Assassin fell off a bit, Soak went up a little bit, right? But other than that, the placement is basically the same. Yeah. How is SM in PvE and PvP still useless in PvP? No, SM is actually quite strong. Like, in PvP, SM is the only class that is able to upset the big three. So the big three is Ranger, Glad, and Assassin, right? Although SM still probably hard loses against Ranger, because Ranger is just too good, right? But it has a chance against Glad and Assassin. Although the main thing is that if it gets jumped, it dies. But if it's allowed to jump the other person, or if it's able to cook, it's actually able to kill them with the taunt locking, right? And then in PvE, SM has good DPS. It's not the best DPS, it has pretty solid DPS. Let's pray and hope Ninja gets nerfed. Yeah, I mean, we'll see exactly what they have in mind in terms of balancing, right? They need to give Glad real aggro tools. I mean, they did like buff the overhead slam red generation to fuck, right? But yeah, obviously if you have high ping right now, it's still a problem. Like, you don't have a taunt button like Tempa does, right? That's the main thing. Oops. Fighter class will resolve those problems. I mean, Fighter is supposed to be a tank. Like, we'll see exactly where Fighter falls in terms of the meta. Like, it certainly is a decision to be adding a tank class right now. I'll say that. I feel like it's one of the less needed roles, in my opinion. But I mean, we'll see. Because like the thing with tanks is that you never really need more than one, even across the entire force, right? And in terms of like how popular each archetypes are, because of how popular Gladiator is, it's not very difficult to find a tank. Because there's Gladiators like around every fucking bushes. But hey, I guess we'll see. I just hope Fighter is not going to like walk in Gladiator's footsteps in terms of like how it plays and stuff. Do you know anything about the future new class? Are there future new classes? No. Not really. The first class will be more DPS oriented and kill Gladiator in PvE. I mean, it's gonna be a tank, and like they have said before that they want the Gladiator to be the DPS tank, so Fighter is gonna have to like fall within another niche, whatever that is. Like, I think it's likely that Fighter is going to be more of a like a large HP pool type of tank, you know? But yeah, we just don't know anything right now. Thought I would go with a healer class, first chance as neutral like Cleric is. Yeah, I honestly thought it would just add a DPS class. Because like typically speaking, if you make a new class and you want the new class to be popular, you make it a DPS, right? But yeah, who knows? I mean, we don't even know, right? Like maybe, for all we know, maybe there's going to be like a DPS mode for Fighter, you know? Maybe they're going to add a stance or something. Fighter is just going to be Gladiator, but better. Surely not, right? I mean, it wouldn't make much sense in terms of like being an addition to the game, so surely not. Alright, that is the final dungeon. Yippee! Hooray! Alright. Do some, dude, 3 more Philistines. Holy, dude. 35 Philistine in this economy. Egregious. Genuinely. I think I need 6 for the next one, right? Yeah. Alright, let me move these first of all. Did AION2 have any debuffer Dark Knight classes out of that archetype? AION1? I mean, yeah, like SM specialized in stripping buffs, yeah. And it still does in AION2, by the way. On attack system, yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be some type of perks. It's probably just going to be the same perks as back attacks, and then like additional threat generation, but only for tanks. That's probably what it's going to be, honestly. X 2.8 mil, dude. Zoinks. Alright, it's gonna be time to level up some wings. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, this one I'm going to keep for potential stone. Do I have anything else? Nope. Alright, let's see what's the damage. 777. I think this one is weapon. Okay, this one is damage, accuracy. Do I have any damage boost left? Up in there. Penetration, crit, attack. Not really. I mean, I guess I'll just keep pushing the damage boost ones then. Yeah. Alright. Which one's a weapon damage boost? PvE, PvE, weapon damage boost. Alright. Yikes, dude. Damn. Well, not too bad. Are wing levels account-based or character-based? Character-based. At least for now. People are slowly beginning to ask for it to be server-based. But, you know, it's still a bit early. Like, they just released the system. So if they eventually make it Server based, like it's probably going to be later down the line. Either way, it's not going to be a system we're going to see on global at the beginning. Like this type of system is going to be for much later on. Alright, let me have a quick look-see at my missions. Okay, so I do still need to kill mobs. I'm probably just gonna go do that then. No. Gotta do it. I still need to do my battlegrounds, so I'm probably gonna do that on Monday or something. Yeah. I still need to do a bit of PvP. Because I need to finish that, so I guess... Yeah, I'm just gonna go into the Abyss, and I'm gonna finish my Potential Stone quest, and then I'll do my farming quest. How about that? Damn, we are 1 sub away from 69. That's crazy. Crazy work, honestly. Okay, let me change my tap target. Any primers in the chat? Hell yeah. Tell them. I mean, I guess I'll just use food, yeah. Whatever. Do my due diligence. Breaker shit recalls on global. I don't believe that. I like the enthusiasm though. That's the spirit. I mean, this time of day, there's probably not going to be more than just like bots and pilots, but surely, like, how many do I need? I need like 60 or something. My PvP quest. Maybe there's yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right? As I said, when the game releases on global, like, there's going to be the usual culprits that will be in at the top of the category, right? But I'm not really expecting to get like more viewerships. Like, I've been there before, right? Like, been there, done that. Usually game launches like these, like, it's usually not the actual, like, quote unquote main content creators that get visibility. It's usually, you know, the usual culprits at the top of the category. Like, it's usually when shit dies down and the paid contracts ends for those people that it's, you know, that maybe you start to get like a rise in viewership, but otherwise, not so much. Damn. Bro escaped. That's crazy. Lost Ark launched, 1 million concurrent. I mean, this game is not going to be as popular as Lost Ark at the beginning, because like people have a bit of a KMMO like burnout, which is mainly caused by Lost Ark, by the way. Like, Lost Ark really sent things into a spiral. But yeah, I mean, either way, I'm doing this for the love of the game, right? If stuff happens, it happens. Otherwise, I'm still gonna be around doing my thing. That's a 5-star officer? Holy moly, dude. The bots hit diff. Let's talk with sick of chaos dungeons, yeah. That seemed to be the general consensus. I mean, genuinely, like, it's a bit of a shame that Lost Ark really insisted on the whole old grinding stuff and so on and so forth, because like, looking at Lost Ark's raid and everything, I think it would have done really well in the West as a raid simulator, like kind of like Final Fantasy 14, right? I guess they flew too close to the sun at the end of the day. I mean, it's the KMMO curse, you know what I mean? They never learn. Edo is a raid simulator, that's why it died. Yeah, but there's a huge like grind aspect to it as well, right? which I think that is mostly what drove people away from it. Because there's a lot of people, don't get me wrong, right? It would not have gotten to like the size of a WoW, right? But there is a public for people who want to do raids, right? But I feel like there's still a public for that stuck around, but most people left because they were sick of having to keep up. You know what I mean? Like, had they not gone the usual KMMO route of like RNG upgrades and endless ult grinding, they would have kept a much healthier player base, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, a bit too much for me, too many one-shot mechanics. I mean, that's not something that you can't solve by having like different difficulty modes, right? Lost Ark requires a lot of commitment. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Yeah, simulator, getting jailed, like you had to be up to date in order to get to be caped yet. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You had to be up to date. That's precisely what I'm saying. The game was not plug and play enough for the gameplay it promoted. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if the game focused less on the grind aspect and had more stuff like simulators to get people caught up, it would have performed better in the West. Alright, I'll go check the other island. Well. And fact of the matter is, like, the main damage in reputation that KMMO suffered was because of Lost Ark. Like, a lot of people played Lost Ark because it blew the fuck up. Like, Lost Ark had an insane amount of players, right? And it gave everyone a terrible fucking look at KMMOs in terms of like how grindy and ult heavy it is, right? Like, and look, you can tell every time someone pops into the chat and doesn't know AION2 and asks me anything about AION2, the first two questions are usually, is it pay to win? And is it an ult simulator like Lost Ark? Like, it's pretty clear that the game did damage in the West in terms of like the reputation of KMMOs. You know what I mean? AION2 is getting very annoying to deal with. I mean, to an extent, I don't disagree, although I would say it's not quite on the same level. And, I mean, to be fair, AION2 is also a bit more varied in terms of, like, its content, right? But I do understand that. Like, I don't disagree. I genuinely do not disagree. A lot of us are ex-Lost Ark washups, yeah. Oh, that's a commander. Oh, you need to play one. Yeah, I know. But like AION2 is, it's pretty obvious the way they are building AION2 has been also to avoid a lot of the Lost Ark stigmas, right? Like how they've been making ults feel not as useful again and again and again and again. And it was even more so the case before players complained and wanted ults to be back, right? Like, it's pretty clear they are doing this based off of the Lost Ark, like, feedback. Even if you can do current dungeons, you have ways to progress, and Lost Ark, you're absolutely fucked. Yeah. And that is one thing that AION2 is doing well. Is that you always have something to do, and everything that you do progresses your character in some way, right? And you always have, like, alternate stuff. Like, we always have alternate ways to get caught up as well. How they work on class rotation, especially in the mobile version of Black Burner. The thing is, the class rotations are the way they are because it's just a modern MMO, and they want like accessibility over anything. Like again, even old heads like WoW are doing like one-button rotations and stuff. It's just a battle to be as accessible as possible because, bro, people give up real fast these days. Like, if your game has any amount of friction, people will just give up on it. It's crazy. So I don't think the rotation is going to be getting like much more complex in AION2. I do think we're gonna get like a couple of additional stuff. Like in season 4, we're gonna get another stigma skill, and we're gonna get like more specs into the stigmas, right? But I don't think it's gonna get like much deeper than that. Now, prove me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong, But yeah, I don't think they want the game to be significantly more complex in terms of like cast rotation and stuff. They want to keep stuff plug and play. No friction at all just means boring. Yeah. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV, Qlify. The reason why Final Fantasy XIV is popular is because it's a game with no friction. Zero friction. The game has no character progression, no economy. Most of its content is completely brain dead. Every class plays the same, with no difficulty. Like, yeah. And that's why it's at the top. And that is the unfortunate truth. That's just how it is. And again, that's why WoW has been so desperate to make its game more approachable. Like, that's why they've been trying to remove add-ons. That's why they've been adding the one-button rotation. They are trying to make the game more accessible. Because again, in a space where you have like millions of games competing with each other, like games are just fighting to get people's attention. And if on the get-go your game has friction on any extent, your game is gonna die. It doesn't matter how good it is. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate. I don't like that. Like, trust me, I don't like that. But that's just how it is. And that's precisely why classes are so simple in AION2. Do I like it? Not really. Do I understand why it is that way? Yeah. And the one way they can fix it is by making endgame content difficult. So this way the balance leans more towards the content difficulty than the class difficulty. You know what I mean? And that's why I hope they will do like harder PvE and challenge modes and so on and so forth. A lot of people use one button WoW because of the global cooldown nerf. Yeah, but Crash Face, like, you get my point, right? They added stuff like that because they want a gateway for people. You know what I mean? They need the gateway. I don't play 14, I tried. Yeah. Raid Max and yeah, Lost Ark looks like a really fun game. I just couldn't I never could quite get into it because of the isometric perspective. That's the one thing that kept me away from the game. And to some extent I regret it, because it certainly seems like one of those games where you had to be there and now it's too late. But yeah. I quit 14 when they turned Summoner into a brain dead job. I quit 14 when they made healers brain dead. Like, bro, going from Heavensward to Stormblood, it was reasonable. Healers were fun to play. Going from Stormblood to Shadowbringers, holy shit, dude. It made me vomit. Are those bots you're four-shotting? Yeah, for the most part, yeah. 14 is a story first and MMO second. WoW is a MMO first and story second. I mean, yes and no. I mean, at the end of the day, right, like, the main thing people keeping around 14 are the raids, so, you know. Ah, yes, I love having fucking two rangers attacking me, dude. Yeah, knockbacks are just cancelling too much. I'm not sure if I agree though that an argument should be made about having to go to third-party websites to be able to clear regarding WoW. Yeah, I mean, the point I'm trying to make is just about friction, like in video games, which is also one of the reasons why KMMOs are falling from grace. Because, bro, you log into a Final Fantasy XIV, there is no itemization, nothing. There's no character progression, right? The extent of Final Fantasy XIV gearing is you walk up to the auction house, you buy a set of crafted gear for basically nothing, and you can do the Savage raid immediately. And if you want to do Ultimate, you run Savage for 8 weeks, and you have all of your gear. No enhancing, no nothing. It's just the gear falls into your pocket, right? On the flip side, you go on a Korean MMO, you get your piece of equipment, and then you have to enhance it. You have to put mana stones or other types of other stuff of this type, right? Maybe there's a failure rate, and maybe if you fail, you lose progress, right? People do that right? People log into a Korean MMO, they get a piece of equipment, they can't use it immediately, they try to enhance it, the enhancement fail. That's friction. People quit the game over that shit. Insta. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. Let me scroll back up a bit because I did miss a couple of messages. Totally agree. Justice for OG Astro Arcana cards. Yep. I played all 3 healers in Stormblood and I fucking loved it. I love the complexity of like pet management and MP management on Scholar. I loved having to make the best of a bad situation with your cards on Astro. It was great. And then Shadowbringers happened and I never played healer again. Like I came back in Endwalker to help people with a raid, but I played ninja. I could not bring myself to play healer again in this game. Like it's just, it's so bad. It's so fucking trash. People are a lot more averse to it, which is sad. Yeah, that's just how it is nowadays, right? That's what sounds was fun. Yeah, was that's the keyword right there. Love taunting. White Mage was the entry gate healer, right? It was just all reliable, you know? It was fine the way it was, although it was a bit clunky. It was a bit clunky because you had to clip a lot of your skills, right? That was one of the problems with White Mage. But like there was a nice balance. Like I genuinely think like Stormblood was the best the game had ever been in terms of balance. And then they fucked it up. But the reason why they did is because they wanted to give players less friction. Case in point, right? And the homogenization in 14 has been rampant ever since. Every class being on a 2-minute like rotation for buffs and debuffs, right? Every class being the exact same. Oh, your DPS has this burst and this weave and this dot, and every DPS is the same, and then every healer playing the same, and yeah, it's just a direct result of like homogenization and modernization. And AION2 is the exact same. Like class homogenization has hit AION2 pretty hard, and same with the casualization of rotations. It is what it is, right? It's not exclusive to AION2, it's just modern MMOs. Astro was so good in Stormblood, yeah. White Mage was Imba and T. What visual flavor do you want? Yeah, exactly. Like let me show you guys one thing. Yes, I consent. Alright, let me see if I can find it again. There it is. That was me on Stormblood. Last time I played the game. Yeah, good times. Good times. And then Shadowbringers happened. Oh, but Shadowbringer was the best patch because it had stories, and also I want to suck the MC's dick. Okay, great. I don't play MMOs for that though. Everything was so good, yeah. Yeah, like the Omega Escape in general was a really good fucking great tier. What class? I played all 3 healers. Quick lock flex. I just liked playing the game, bro. Like that's the honest truth. Like back in Stormblood, I liked playing the game. The same issue on AION2? Yeah, we do. I mean, again, it's just modern MMOs, right? Made for console, GCD serves no other purpose than making it easy to play for console. I mean, I would argue that GCD serves more purpose. I mean, AION2 has made it very obvious that the GCD is needed for other purposes, right? Like, AION2 is in dire need of a GCD on LMB, RMB, and the proc buttons. It is. Because the lack of a GCD and the lack of recovery frames is what is leading into the advent of macro gameplay, and spam gameplay. And also ping being like that problematic. And thanks for the throw, G, Sun and Smith. Appreciate it. What do you mean, Emmet? Yeah. I mean, both Emmet and the Warrior of Darkness, or whatever they're called, right? Genuinely don't give a shit, honestly. Imagine not playing Sage. I did... You know, it's funny, Anchovy. I played Sage when it released. And then I quit the game again. Because I was curious about a new healer. I was hoping there's a GCD rotation would be more complex, everything seems spammy. Yeah, like we need a GCD on the basic, on those three basically. Yeah. We need GCD, we need more recovery frames to make the game less spammy. But I don't know if that's something they're willing to do. Oh, this guy again. No, don't taunt me, you're so sexy, haha. I understand why they didn't take that route. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe, right? Down the line, who knows? It is weird, because, like, all of the problems with ping being, like, that proficient and macros and spam being that proficient is because there's no GCD on those skills. Is that amount? Why is it so slow? If you mean the bike, yeah, it's amount. Alright, let me check where I'm at on the PvP quests. Okay, I'm done. Alright. It's time to go farm mobs for the incoming hour, chat. Are you excited? I mean, hey, at least it means we get to chat uninterrupted, you know? This time of day, I shouldn't be getting interrupted too much. Combat would be better for a time bit slower and less spammy. Yeah, precisely. Does the death egg reflect what wings you have equipped? Yes. Supporting criticism of 2.5 GCD and we're like, let's have the no GCD. There's an in-between. I mean, there's a reason why WoW has a 1 second GCD. I think even a 0.5 second GCD would be enough to, like, help the situation. Like, the main problem right now is, like, ping diff is too much. You know what I mean? Because there's no GCD. 3-second cooldown on spammable skills and add more filler skills. I mean, either or, right? I mean, it's basically the same end result. You know what I mean? But I mean, you know what I mean, right? It's just that those 3 skills are too spammable, have too little of a recovery frame, and are too, like, central, you know? Don't play with 0 ping, simulate local hosts. Change trying to buy info. Yeah, you're probably talking about 188, yeah. But it's basically cheating, though. It's trouble rebalancing LMB RMB proxy was a GCD, yeah. I mean, 0.5 or 1 second GCD, like either or. But it would have helped for sure. Alright, let me change to PvE tap targeting. Surely I'm not gonna get jumped. Surely not. Oh yeah, let me equip HOP as well. Alright. Time to grind mob for 1 hour. Yippee! But the thing is, like, when it comes to, like, how problematic the whole ping thing is, I don't even know if Korea realizes. So that is one of those things where I don't think it's going to get changed at all until it comes on global. Ooh, potential stone. Only testing in Taiwan. If you don't get me banned within 1 day, I'm fine. I mean, yeah, if you want to. I mean, bro, I'm gonna be honest. If you do anything on Taiwan, you're never gonna get banned. There's no moderation on Taiwan. Like, dude, people are fucking screaming slurs in LFG chat at each other, and nothing's happening to them. People are bothering with their main character. I'd be okay with the 0.5 second GCD. Yeah, I think it would be reasonable. And it would probably complain a lot about no GCD. Yeah. I mean, Global will complain about a lot of the minor stuff in this game, right? Including stuff like rendering and targeting distance. Like, I don't think these are going to get changed until Global bitches about it. What percentage of Taiwan do you think has Western people? Not many anymore. Like, there's very little of us still playing the game. Like, honestly, in terms of like Westerners that are doing stuff like Kaldrix, I can probably count them on the fingers of both of my hands. Solution for fatigue and the solution was macro, yeah. I heard the render distance is awful. It's not great, yeah. Most people will play with low ping, don't they? Even South Owen region. The thing with ping in this game is that even like a small ping differential makes a huge difference. Like even going from 10 ping to 30 ping, you're losing like 10% of your DPS on some classes. And because like EU and NA has like such a high disparity in ping, because the regions are big, right? Like North America, you're gonna have people that have 100 ping on their local servers, right? And these people are gonna be losing like 30% of their DPS, like 20-30%. Like people are gonna notice and people are gonna bitch 100%. So yeah, we'll see. And hello, Andrew. Like right now, I'm playing with 200 ping. I'm doing about half of the DPS I would be doing if I had 20 ping. Have you finished Tyrant Assassin Nightmare Dungeon? Yeah. I've been done with that for a while. I should go out for sugar games as well, but I can't be bothered right now. How it's going? I'm going alright. You know, still pretty fucking warm, but I'll be receiving my AC sometime next week, so hopefully I should not getting fried anymore, because doing those Kaldrix progs under over 40 degrees is probably not good for my health, you know? Just, you know, I'm no doctor or anything, but it's probably not the best idea. Portable or proper one? It's a portable one, but it's one of those that you have like tubing that goes through your window with a unit outside that's pumping the heat out. So, you know, it should be proper. You'll be okay with the bills be okay? Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I'm only going to use it if it's absolutely necessary. But, you know, like, this Monday is gonna be the warmest day of the heat wave, and based on like the temperature scale in my office with all of the machinery and everything, right? It's going to be around 45 degrees in my office this Monday, and there's a non-zero chance I'm going to have to prog with that 45 degrees. So yeah. Can see the eruption live, yeah. Like I can tank, like I've been tanking up to like 40 degrees and stuff. Like the other day during Kaldrix, it climbed up to 42 degrees in my office. It was rough, but you know. Now we are supposed, speaking of Kaldrix, we are supposed to be going back tomorrow. Although it's going to be a short session, but yeah, hopefully we clear. What kind of machinery is in office that comes to 45? It's 35 on outside. It's not 35 outside. Like it's been a lot more hot in my region, France. Like the day when it was 42, it was 39 outside. But my office has really poor insulation, and just the PC being like, it's a pretty small room with bad insulation plus having a PC, and that makes it climb like a few extra degrees basically. So yeah. What is inside is criminal? Yeah. It's just that this place is very, very poorly isolated. You are baguette, perhaps. Sadly he is. Wow. Crazy work. Here it's kind of chill. Yeah, 1022 is like, goddamn. Yeah, 1022 is ideal, dude. No offense. No, it's alright. Understandable. Why do you think I'm doing VTubing, dude? If I had a webcam, you would see I'm French. Like, everyone would be able to just walk into the stream, see the fucking baguette and beret, and would just like walk out before they said anything. I have to lure them with a full sense of security, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do. Must be Nordic country, yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, within France, we have some regions that are, like, chilly compared to each other. VTubers are either Polish or French. Really? Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really consume VTubing on Twitch, so I wouldn't know. That is never happening, Raiden. Also, you're getting banned. I mean, you're gay and we have Holy Trinity? No, I'm not. Sorry to disappoint. Have fun crushing this. Between you, Kitty, and I will make you cave. Holy shit, dude. I'm good, bruh. Is that so, Akito? What the hell do I have to do with this? I don't know, man. You're getting brought up. If you're talking about what I think you're talking, Raiden, I don't think he was. That's another guy that is, though. Yeah. God, bro. And you... yeah, exactly. Yeah, spam those question marks, dude. What the fuck is bro talking about? I was gonna say it's getting late, that's why, but bro, it's not even late in NA. Like, what time is it in NA? It's like 3 PM, isn't it? Like 4 PM? Now, see you, Kitty, that is surprising. That is supposed to be a true combo. 5? Okay. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. I guess it depends on where you live in NA, right? It's like it's between like a 5 and an 8 hours difference from me. It's just funny, we're right in disgust. Yeah, well. Yeah, don't ask, Rostiv, don't ask. It is what it is. Like, what watching me farm mobs for an hour will do to a motherfucker, you know? I'm the guy that always asks about that? Oh. Oh, is that you? Bruh. You need to cease immediately. Where I'm at. I'm 1,000 more. I am not progressing fast on this. Holy shit. I mean, the place is surprisingly busy, actually. Why is there so many fucking people here, dude? What part of PvP items can only be obtained from dungeons? PvP bracelet with AP. Nah, bracelets is a raid exclusive item. Same with brooch. And yes, hello Rostiv, for better or for worse. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go check out the other location, because like this stupid island has too many fucking people on it. Let me just take the other one. Looking to try this game out before global, can I play it to any meaningful degree without buying a sub or spending money in general in this version? I mean, it depends what you mean by meaningful. You can absolutely just jump in, check out the different classes, like get used to some of the systems and so on and so forth, like without giving into much thought. You can do that. If you want to, like, you know, fully enjoy what the game has to give you, paying for the sub is kind of the minimum I would recommend. I would not recommend swiping at all though. Like, you genuinely do not need to swipe. But like, if you pay the sub, like, you're gonna be able to, once you're caught up, be able to do the PvE content as soon as it comes out on the highest difficulty with no problem. Like, I enjoy the PvP, like jump into every single piece of content with no problem. Spend 3 paychecks worth of swiping on day 1 and be outdated in 2 weeks. Yes. That is a true combo, by the way. Not looking to be a top rater, just experience the game so I can know if I want to play it. Yeah, I mean, ultimately the game is free to play and there's no gates on the free to play, right? The thing that, like, the main thing is if you don't pay for the sub, progression will be much slower. But you will be able to, you know, try out every aspect of the game and try out every class, etc, etc. Like, get a feeling for the game, I guess. Swiping for season 1 items is a waste. Swiping in general in this game is a waste. Especially on the Taiwanese version. But like the main thing about paying for the sub is like there's a growth pack, right? That is free, but you need to have the sub running to be able to get it. And that would like fast track you into like more recent content easier. So obviously that is one of the main reasons, and then obviously after that, like it would make your progression overall a lot smoother, right? But yeah, like if you really don't want to play the sub, like you can still play the game, but obviously your progression will be much slower. Living is outdated. We live in a society. The only thing that matters is the cannons, yeah. I don't mind slower, waiting for global anyways, yeah, then again, if you just want to jump in and get a feeling for the game, yeah, you can do that for free, no problem. But you're gonna have a hard time finding people for like really low level dungeons and everything, because there's not many people at this stage, right? Yeah, well, this island is slightly better to farm. There's less people, so I guess I'll just stick here. Also, there's no like stupid witches. Like they have so much fucking HP for no reason. Is the sub really required? Okay, the thing with this game is basically you have to look at it as a sub-based game with a really fucking generous free trial. Like the free trial allows you to play the game in its entirety, but if you actually want to spend time playing this game, you have to pay for the sub. The only thing that was needed is the Kuna thing. The battle passes are mostly useless, if we're gonna be honest. Like, the sub is the one thing you kind of have to pay in this game. The rest is like, whatever. Man, let this guy fuck off. I mean, for the growth support thing. Yeah, but the thing is, for the growth support is you need one Kuna, right? And in order to get Kuna, you want to have access to the auction house. Well, I have my skills on cooldown, so I can switch. You want to have access to the auction house to sell a little bit of your Kuna to get the one Kuna, right? Like that's basically the way you do it. Like you convert 400k Kuna into Kuna to buy the growth pass, basically. So without the sub, you're not going to be able to get the growth pass. Isn't Taiwan the region for poor people in terms of RMT? Yeah. The sub is reasonable now? Yeah. Like the sub is cheap now, so even if you want to just casually check out the game until available, I would recommend grabbing the sub, personally. Now, if you really don't want to, then sure, but yeah. Just buy Kuna? Yeah, but the Kuna packs are the same price as the sub. Like, you might as well fucking buy the sub. Like, the sub is 13 euros. If you're gonna be spending that price to buy anything, you might as well buy the sub. I'm going to stay in PvP gear for a little bit in case this guy comes back. I mean, it is an assassin, right? He's gonna get my ass regardless, but you know. I'll give it a second. Wanting to spend money on something I'm going to drop in 3 months. Yeah, I mean, I get that, right? But I think spending 10 bucks for something that you're probably going to be playing for like tens of hours, even if you're going to drop it, right? I think that's okay. Like, it just depends on the way you're looking at it, I guess. Like, for me, since I'm actively playing the game right now, I'm paying the sub. Because I'm saving a lot of time, because the growth is like, it's just like, is much faster with the sub, right? And it also allows me to do the latest content and so on and so forth, so. Like 13 euros is not a very like steep gap to jump. I forgot it cheaper now, yeah. As of this week actually, right? Yeah, as of this week the sub is a lot cheaper now, so. That's why I'm saying that it's honestly, even if you're just checking out Taiwan, even if just for 1 month, I would say getting the sub is worth it. Again, like, what the fuck does 13 euros buy you these days? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you don't even have to buy the base game. Like, you might as well do yourself a favor and save some time, some in-game time, by getting the sub and making your progression much smoother. You know what I mean? But hey, that is my opinion. I'm not going to coerce anyone into doing it. I'm just saying. In fact, I'm not even getting paid at all. Alright, I'm back on my PvE gear. Surely I'm not going to get jumped immediately by an assassin, right? Yeah. You can say they will do live stream every week like Korea. I mean, I saw the interview. The main problems I have with the NC interview so far is they are very like run-of-the-mill. You know what I mean? Very safe, very not really new information and stuff. Like, I'm not really taking anything that they say for granted, because most of it is just like rehashed information from Korea without anything new. Like they don't really answer anything, they just like go around. So until they start properly communicating, I'm kind of just going to ignore anything that NCA says. They also have been pretty much radio silent when it comes to communicating with content creators. Like, I do think I'm going to try and get in contact with some of the early contacts I made and see if I can, you know, try to establish a dialogue again. Since like they are ramping up like advertising and stuff for global, like try and see if we, you know, if I can cram in some suggestions for global and stuff like that. But yeah. Yeah, they're pretty silent right now. Yeah, it's a bit weird. But yeah, at the end of the day, there is 3 months until the release of global, so it's just a bit weird that we are nearing the end of June, and they kind of haven't really said anything after the Summer Games, quote-unquote, announcement, which wasn't really an announcement. Like, bro, we really did not learn anything from the Summer Game trials. It's like coming in September, like, yeah, no shit. We already knew that. Like, can we have an actual date? Can we have some details? Also, like, some of the interviews have been saying that, oh, you know, the only monetization is going to be the cosmetics and stuff like that. And it's like, are you saying there's not going to be a sub? Like, it's obvious the sub is going to be there. Like, why are you not talking about the sub, right? Why are you not talking about currency conversion? Because currency conversion is obviously also going to be there. Like, it's just weird. It just, yeah. Really weird, the way they are communicating about this game. But yeah, at least we have the hype of Season 4 coming up. At least we have that. NC sucks with marketing. I mean, it's weird because a lot of those people are like former AGS employees, and AGS was doing a pretty good job in terms of marketing, right? They might change the sub again for global. I don't think they will. Like, I think the sub is like reasonable for global. I think the BM for this game is global ready. If I'm gonna be honest, right? Now maybe they want to introduce things more like gradually. I don't know, but yeah, it's weird. Like, if anything, if they have to change anything, it's like in-game systems. I think the BM is okay. I want a free character customization with sub. I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Tiamus, like, we are going to get a battle pass that is linked with the sub itself. We are probably going to get goodies in that battle pass. Like stuff along those lines. I could see that being a thing. Oh, sorry. They might want to make the sub tradable. I mean, yeah, that's a minor thing that is definitely going to happen. Like, whether they turn the sub into like a gold tag or WoW token type thing, or they make the sub viable with Kuna, I think that's a given that it's going to happen, right? But again, like, why haven't they communicated on that yet? I want to change my hairstyle 3 times a day. Okay, you may be asking for a little bit too much. I don't know about this one, Chief. I can see them giving you like a reskin ticket like once a month or something, but probably not more than that. I haven't said anything at all. Yeah. And like every time you try to get in contact with one of their CMs and stuff like that, they're always like, pretty much their default answer is that they're very busy and there's a lot going on and stuff like that. And it's like, really? Interesting. So many golds. I mean, I'm not complaining. I do need the soul mine stones, but at this point, I don't even. Okay. I think I'm going to like finish using potential stones on my Tribunus gear, but it's like, how is the PvP gear progression going to be in season 4? Like, I do wonder. I wonder if they're going to introduce more stuff. Because like the potential system doesn't carry on with the upcrafting, which is a bit worrying with how bothersome it is to get, right? So yeah. How are we doing on the monster farming side? 600 more. Hello, Akiran. How you doing, Mr. Farmer? Yeah. Gotta do the weeklies at some point, you know? If not today, then when? At least it's pretty chill right now. It's a good time to do it. You can just do it in one fell swoop. I wish this ranger would fuck off though. Came home from a dinner. Nice. That's a bot, right? Yeah. See if I play more AION2, what will I do? You just missed me doing all of my dungeons for the week. Unluckers, man. Had to tune in to my favorite French, non-French streamer. Very cool of you. He missed you intentionally. I did it on purpose. I mean, look, at the end of the day, like a gladiator is a gladiator, man. I don't mind grabbing his ass into blue breath. Do you have a Horn Dragon Greatsword yet, Akiran? Or what's going on? Have you done the deed? Or are you just fucking slacking off? Have you crafted the Horn Dragon Greatsword? Bought it and go to 114. Oh, 10. Oh, there you go. You are officially eligible to be joining my dungeons. Congratulations. Very cool. Get behind on the boards, obviously. I mean, yeah, but that's kind of like, especially now that they made it so you can downgrade use tools into Marshitons. Like, it's not too bad. How many times? What assassin was lazy as AFK? Yeah. I had some spicy group members for those dungeons. Halfway through 100 million, halfway through upgrading the mace to Splendent, and then we just wait 10 days to transfer it. I have to farm Chromede for Arcanas? Yeah. I mean, at least now you have the 100% crafts on Chalice and Scale, right? So it's not as bad anymore. Like, you can get there within a reasonable amount of time. So isn't high enough for Idleable for stage 4. Damn. He's slacking. Where is today? What's your combat power now? Are you 600k yet? I mean, probably not. I'm assuming your Genius is probably like on the weaker end as well. I'm assuming you just had a PvP Genius early on, just like everyone else. So you gotta work on that, right? Get those smite rolls. 530k? Not too bad. The crystals? Oh yeah, true, because they did do the refunds. So yeah, you probably had a few tens of thousands because of that. Just laying around. Because like they did XP refunds at some point, and everyone got like tens of thousands of crystals. Yeah. Really nice. The Genius system is another thing that I hope they change for global. Like, it's not... It's a very half-assed system. Like, it's just... Yeah, it's bad. It's very poorly implemented. Like, between the AI assets and the RNG rerolling system, like, I hope they do something with it. Drop the Philistines? Yeah. Bro, you want some? I have like 40 laying around that I'm not using. I'll just drop them on the floor. Come grab them. Just gonna... I'll drop them right there. Yeah. Yeah, come pick it up, dude. Alright, good night, Rodix. Thanks for hanging out. Probably not going to be much longer anyways. Like today's a bit of a chill stream, just catch up on some things. And then tomorrow we go back into Kaldrix, hopefully. I mean, I think we are definitely going back. It's just a matter of like, we may have to replace one guy, I guess. But it's not someone who is responsible of like hard mechanics, so yeah, no. And then it's 2 more hours of RGB2 gulag. Hell yeah. I got none of those. What, Philistines? Yeah, I mean, it's just... At the beginning, you are starved for them, but you know, as soon as like you have your baseline, just keep dropping them. Like, dude, I got 5 Philistines today. That's actually fucking stupid. Almost the same drop rate as like orange gear. Is SM squishy? SM is fairly sturdy when it comes to like DPS classes. In PvP, it's a bit squishy if it gets jumped, but it does have like decent defensives it can use if it's able to put them up. And then in PvE, like one of its main PvE, like personal DPS buffs, has extra tolerance as well as some heal tied to it. And it has life leech on LMB, so it's fairly self-sufficient. And if you really need it, you can use the wind pet for additional self-sustain, but most people don't do it because the wind pet has a lot less DPS. What about Ranger? Ranger is incredibly sturdy in PvP. And in PvE it does pretty good. It has pretty good like life leech and stuff. Like Ranger is just broken in PvP right now, if we're gonna say the honest truth. Hey, another potential stem. Look at that. Like Ranger has too much. I thought it would be kind of squishy. The thing is they gave Ranger like a ridiculous amount of buffs to their defensive recently. It's kind of crazy. And because of how the class inherently works, it's really like in PvP it's really hard to get onto. Like it's hard to get up. It's really hard to get up in personal with Ranger. Because of the mobility, pushbacks, as well as its insane CC resist and its main defensive skills. It felt bad for the bow players in TL, now they made them OP. I mean, I mean... Thanks for the forward break, Maya. Bow had its time, you know? Like, early on the Liberator meta, and then Seeker was like unkillable for a decent amount of time, right? Obviously it fell off, but yeah. Interesting to what happens with level 50, yeah. Yeah, by the way, Crashfish is your usual crew. I mean, I don't even know if you guys still play together, but like, are you guys gonna be checking out AION2? Like, you're the Crashfish that I played with on TL, right? I'm assuming. I mean, I don't think there's, I don't think there's 50 different Crashfish. Yeah, alright. Always good when it had one button, aka one button, aka Flash Wave. I mean, it was also good when, you know, Seeker was good. Because like Healing Touch was actually just broken. Healing Touch and Flash Wave with Nature's Blessing were broken. And then Oracle came out. But as far as I know, they pretty hard nerfed Oracle recently, so I don't even know what's going on in TL anymore. TLK and Scarlet would play for sure? Alright. EU is gonna be fun, man. EU is gonna be fun. If anything, just for the community, it's gonna be fun. Fun fact, they live together now. Wow. I'm gonna pretend to be surprised. I wonder what happened to VLM and Bacardi. I mean, they are still on my Discord. But last I heard, like, they don't want to leave TL, so... yeah. I don't think we will necessarily see them on AION2. I don't even think they know I'm streaming this game. But it's like I said, right? Like, it would be the funniest thing if I get into a position where, like, I get to talk to Tico at some point. Like, it would actually just go full circle after the TL days. It would be really funny. Nature's Blessing, yeah. TL will be dead. I think TL will always have its niche audience. Obviously, it's you know... It's not gonna have, like, 20k or something, but I think TL is going to keep, like, probably around 5k. Especially because TL is doing a lot of, like, desperate measure changes with their expansion on the 25th, right? Like, it's hard to criticize them for the changes they are making. You know what I mean? Best spell, a cream breathing the button, yeah. Nature's Blessing was, yeah, the best skill in the game. For real, no cap. TL is the kind of bad game that has its charm, yeah, exactly. Not enough time to switch back. I mean, it doesn't matter anyways. Also, like, TL has a lot of appeal, like the Zerg PvP aspect of TL has a lot of appeal towards like the Russian audience and stuff like that. Like, they love that shit. I mean, in fact, didn't they launch a Russian TL that is like starting from the beginning in tier 1 and stuff recently? Like, yeah, it's always going to have its audience, I think. Because at the end of the day, is it a shit game? Yeah. But it's still more competent than a lot of MMOs, right? Fucking number for global TL. I mean, until the expansion, yeah. TL went downhill drastically when they added the portals for the bosses. Yeah, I mean, it's just when they tried to do the complete 180 towards PvE and more instance PvP, but the game was not built to support it. You know what I mean? Yeah, not a big fan of getting interrupted. I mean, he has proxy and a Cleric, bro. This is not gonna go over well. I'm gonna get taunted to death. In no way, bruh. Stop taunting me. God. My brother in Christ, let me play the video game. And I'm silenced. And I'm taunted again. And I'm taunted again. That's Earthbend taunting? Yeah. That's the one thing that SM has that allows it to like upset other classes. Is the pet taunt, yeah. I'm probably gonna die on this taunt chain, honestly, because I'm kind of running out of shit. Yeah. Anyone want to help? Literally anyone? Anti-heal is up? Maybe? Nope, proxy is up. Back into the gulag. Oh, my brother in Christ. And proxy's back. The dream is dead. Oh yeah, we're just gonna find that. Probably a mistake, but whatever, man. At this point, I don't really care anymore. This kill is Cleric. Can I though? The problem is that my tap target is wrong, but I guess I can try. Yeah, that's bad. I'm sealed. Yeah. Okay, maybe I can. He's I covered an anti-heal. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Oh my god, there's another guy now. Brother. It's a Cleric. Okay, well, never mind. Yeah, this guy is in block. No, I'm jumping off to chase this fucking guy. Where are you? That's it. Oh, he's over here. Did he die already? Is he on the branch? Oh, he's on the branch. Brother. I'll answer your question in 1 second. I have something personal to get done right now. Probably porting out. I can see that, yeah. Ah, no, there he is. Yeah, you get what you fucking deserve, you fucking rat. Alright, anyways. Which class do you recommend I play on Global, Gladiator or Assassin? I would say Gladiator is like the more versatile right now, personally, but the thing is, by the time the game comes out in Global, the game will have changed like a decent amount, so, you know. It's a ask me again in 3 months type stuff. Are there any wing clip skills in AION2? If you mean stuff that takes away your flight time, no. Did my first Evoludro clears yesterday. Got the orange bracelet during the first session. Holy bro. I mean, you might as well upgrade it. Because like, you can upcraft it into Faded now, so there's no reason not to upgrade it. You know? I'm gonna stay in PvP a little bit, just in case these guys come back. But yeah, as of right now, like between Gladiator and Assassin, Gladiator is the better class. That's, you know, probably, you know, things will change by the time the game comes in Global. Can I upgrade Ludo into Coded? Yes. That's why I have these, brother. What does it cost? It's 30 mil and 2 Balgot tickets. How much for the corroded carry? I mean, I just run with my premade, dude, but... Good to know, my common power is fucked anyway, season 4 boost would probably help, yeah. Like, the growth pack in season 4 will be... probably very welcome. For people like you. I'm pretty close to being done anyways, right? We just check real quick what's going on here. Alright, 70 mobs. 70 mobs and we're done, chat. Isn't that great? Honestly, I'm surprised that the Cleric wasn't in block. Like, that's why I wasn't attacking him. Maybe, I guess. I mean, both of these guys were pretty fucking squishy, to be honest. New players. I mean, DSM was 5-star officer, so it's a bit weird, but yeah. Is Chanter viable for solo playing in PvP? Yeah, Chanter's fine. It's just that it's just another one of those situations where the current state of PvP, especially 1v1 PvP, is overly dominated by basically like 2 or 3 classes, right? So if you don't play one of these classes, like, yeah, your class is not great for 1v1 PvP, but it's not the worst. But if you're looking specifically for 1v1 PvP, Chanter is not the one. At least not right now. Again, that is subject to change, but at least right now, Chanter is not the one. But for solo playing in terms of like farming and doing your solo content and so on, yeah, Chanter's fine. Alright, any second now. Yippee! We're done. Okay, so that's everything. Just have to finish doing bosses and artifacts, but I mean, probably not gonna happen, but you never know. If this is over too. I mean, I haven't rifted. I honestly have been slacking on rifting, but at this point, especially with the announcement of the rifting changes, like, I'm just waiting for Season 4, man. I'm just kind of done rifting. Rifting is just fucking sad right now. And thanks for the photo, Soto. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that is a lot of gold shit. I have to sort through this. What will change? What changed with it's gonna be in Season 4. They're going to add like dynamic missions. When Rift spawns, there's gonna be like PvP missions. So the first one they're gonna add is like a mini siege of sorts. Like there's gonna be a camp, and it's going to turn the region PvP, right? And the invaders have to try to capture that camp, and the invadees have to try to defend that camp. So that's going to bring back some PvP into rifting. Came back to remember the game for global launch. Well, you have about 3 months ahead of you, brother. But I do cover that. Like, if you haven't seen Crashfish, I released a video that goes over all of the Season 4 stuff that was announced. And on that topic, I'm gonna be done for today. You know, bit of a short stream, but yeah, tonight was just to like get my dungeons done and everything. I'll be back tomorrow probably with some Kaldrix prog. TBD on when we start. It's probably gonna be an earlier stream, but I'll let you guys know on Discord. But yeah, for the time being, thanks for watching today. Don't forget to follow the channel on both Twitch and YouTube if you haven't already. And don't forget to jump on my Discord to be made aware of my whereabouts. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. Have a good night if you're in EU. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for some more Kaldrix gulag. Thanks for the subs, thanks for the resubs, thanks for the follows, and I'll see you then. Probably not gonna host anyone because it's late as fuck. There's no one. I mean, I guess, you know what? Let me double check. Is there anyone? Bro, I said one is still streaming. Crazy. Crazy work. All right. Do you guys want me to host Acylon? He's probably gonna be done soon. Like, do you guys want me to host Acylon, or do you guys want to go see Ankh write a Google Doc about the drama within his Final Fantasy XIV static? It's probably good content, but most of you probably won't give a shit. But that's what he's doing right now, so you know, it's up to you. Monka W, yeah, you know, I'm going to send you guys towards Ankh. You guys have fun following the drama, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, there he is. Alright, GG's.